Hello everybody and welcome to Hot Takes. I hope everyone's having a nice day and a nice night. But I got some lovely guests here to talk to today and I hope you guys are doing well.
Me?
Hello?
Okay.
Are we live? Are we live? Hello?
Yeah, we're live. Hello.
Hello?
Touch his mic. Are we live? Is this thing working?
Oh god, this stuff is already started again. No. Just one
Thanks,
day,
Zai, for inviting me.
Never. Maybe opposite day.
Opposite day. Meanwhile, I don't become a VTuber.
Oh.
You become an angelic top.
You know, I've actually thought about for like the next model I do, just having like an angel mode.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be interesting. I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
Right?
But so let's
Thoughts?
introduce
Yeah.
you guys today. Hello, Akane. How are you? Welcome here. How'd you get here and all that stuff? What do you do?
Yeah, I got here because I was killing some mechs yesterday, and all of a sudden I got a yeah,
Akane, were you playing
I
Armored
was
Core?
playing Armored Core.
Okay,
Yeah,
shut up
I
about
was
everything
playing
else. Tell
Armored
me about Armored Core. I don't care who you are. Tell me about Armored Core. What are your thoughts on Armored Core?
I'm having tons of fun on Armored Core right now.
My childhood has.
I love it so much.
I grew up with that series. Oh my gosh.
This man got into it because I was showing the part list, and he was like, the amount of customization, I just can't not play it.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I play this game because I played Armored Core 3 and Last Raven, and then I even played 5 and 4. I played the series. I love the series. This is the series back, and what I think is one of the best games. I love it so much. It's so much fun to me.
Yeah, I'm having an absolutely great time playing it, and I like dropped 5 or 6 hours yesterday on stream without even realizing like that I had passed through that amount of time.
4 hours on
It's
an Armored Core
crazy.
stream without even knowing. It was so good.
Yeah, that's it. It's so insane. I love it. Anyways, that's how I got here. Actually, no, that's not how I got here. I got a message while I was playing Armored Core by a lovely imp who requested
How's it going?
me to stop by for a drink or two. So here I am with some tequila. And my name is Akane Wake.
Is it coffee tequila? Because I have that.
Nope, straight tequila.
Oh, that's boring. What about
What?
you?
No, it's tasty.
It's boring.
This one's tasty. Tasty.
It's boring and you're boring.
Damn. Can we ban the host for fighting?
Just gets.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Hot Takes. My name. Oh.
Did you think you were taking over? You're not taking over my shop. You're here to. You. I now own you, motherfucker. You're now in my shop.
You're right. I don't like. I don't know if I'd want to own a shop actually. That's okay.
good.
You can keep the shop.
It's my shop. But hello, Cosmic. How are you? How'd you get here and what'd you do? Wait. Before you say anything, have you played Armored Core yet?
Yes.
Okay, good. If you didn't play
You
Armored
watched me.
I did. I was just saying if you were about to say yes or no, if you were gonna play a joke on me, it's gonna boot you out of here.
Oh my.
Hello,
I was gonna say, like,
how's
you
it going?
watched me play.
I did watch you play. Although that could be taken several different ways. Let's not take it down that direction.
Yeah.
You're the only one that suggested it.
You're
I
watching-
am. What did
You're
you just
watching
say?
him play. Interesting.
It's not
but
where
how
you
are
got
you-
cameras, but I hope you're enjoying it.
Oh gosh. But how did you get here, all this stuff?
I think I was actually doing PvP in Armored Core, and then I saw the message and it was like, oh, okay. And then I asked about it, see who was going to be here, and then here I am.
Hello, Tofu. How's it going? We're here to hop in and have to leave, sadly. Oh no, that's fine, man. You don't need to stay. You don't need to. Well, yes, welcome guys to Hot Takes. For those who don't know, this is the talk show I run every single week where I bring on VTubers to talk about random topics throughout the week. And why did that not work? My gosh.
Uh-oh.
Because you're a VTuber, nothing
Nope,
works.
that's just...
Oh, Whoa! I didn't know
Buttons.
that's how you. Wait, time out.
No,
Let
no,
me
no, buttons.
let me do
No,
that
don't you dare.
redeem
No,
again.
no, don't redeem anything. Don't redeem anything
Let me-
yet. Don't
let me-
redeem,
let-
don't
let me do
redeem
that
anything yet.
redeem.
Don't redeem anything yet. It's the redeem thing is apparently closed itself as I was trying to minimize it.
Oh, I see. I thought the head pat redeem actually just made you strip.
No. I have a separate redeem for that.
Darn.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I guess
wait,
I'll just have to
Diana
save my
or Legion,
points.
if one of you guys are in the hey Toast, if you're in the chat, please do refund those 2 points. Thank you. If not, I'll just have one of them refund points throughout the show, even though it's gonna murder me. But I hope you guys have enjoyed your time so far. But do you guys want to get on to the first topic of the night?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Sure, let's jump into the thick end of this because this is actually pretty interesting of a topic. But the question is, right now, let's see, I'm gonna grab the topics because they're not wanting to work either because, you know, it's my show and if something's working, well, then this wouldn't be hell, would it? Okay, sweet. But this first topic is about...
Just let him talk to himself. He'll slowly go crazy.
You're acting like I haven't gone crazy.
Yeah,
It's
you-
true.
It's true, right?
You are.
I am crazy.
Yeah.
I'm cray cray.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cray cray. But no, the topic is this. How do you think normal people who don't know VTubers, who don't watch anime, would view you?
Ooh. Interesting.
Well, don't even answer because I know the question. They think you're an AI.
No.
They do.
Not what?
They think you're an AI because the streamies happened, and you know what happened? A bunch of people were basically saying if you're a VTuber, you're either just an AI or, you know, pathetic, but it's mostly just saying that they're AI, not real.
Oh, wow, those are both two very different sides of the spectrum. You're either a robot or you're pathetic.
One of the
You
two.
don't exist.
But no, that's the thing. The streamies happened. They honestly, the streamies kind of fucked up a bit. The award show is not the best. I mean, like the people who deserve the awards definitely got the awards, but the way they announced them, introduced them, were kind of crap. Like when the Gargoyle won the VTuber award, she didn't get a clip of her during being a VTuber. She got her anime clip. And when Voice Critical won an award, he just got like, yeah, how's it going? As the freaking video they introduced him on.
Nice. I feel like that's very moist critical though.
You
You know.
know, I would say that is definitely hard to get a Voice Critical thing. Let's be honest. Moist Critical is a mood. He's just a mood.
Yeah, for sure.
He is like the mood
Absolutely.
incarnate. Let's be honest here. He is a mood incarnate.
Oh man.
Well, yes, I think it's a pretty fun thing. But yeah, apparently a lot of normal people just see all VTubers as nothing more than AI, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Do you think if that like you didn't go like the VTuber route, or maybe if you weren't interested in anime or this kind of depiction, do you think you would still think of it the same way, in the sense of like these are just streamers behind, you know, some mask, or
I don't think
versus
well,
like cartoons on screen or something, you
There
know?
is a problem with that, because considering there are actual AI VTubers or AI streamers that are literally just VTubers, so it's like, it's not like I don't think it wouldn't be a thing where they think she's an AI, but it's also a problem where, just kind of assuming it is kind of like, what the hell, man? You're not with Cat Girl this time? I am not Creeper. I know, there's a lot of cat... Okay, that's another topic I actually have. Why the hell we're going into that one next? Sorry, Creeper. That's the next topic. Stay around, we'll talk about it.
It's okay. We all have ADHD here.
ADHD, gosh dang.
What's that?
What is that? What,
I don't know,
what
but I
is
got
the-
80 of them.
You got 80 of the HDs?
You got 80
Yep.
of the HDs, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But no. So yeah, what do you guys think about it? Just as the general stereotype of VTubers just being AI and not real people. Because that's my thought.
Oh,
I was so confused for a second. Like, what the fuck am I hearing?
That was Patrick screaming. That was Patrick screaming. Yes, that is exactly what I think. What do you guys think?
Cause you wanna
So like I don't really understand how people can see it like that, in my opinion, mainly because it's kind of similar to cosplaying in a sense. It's just a form of expression. It's a way to kind of separate. What?
Are we just internet cosplayers?
Kind of.
yes.
Oh,
Like,
God.
if you think about it in the grand scheme of things,
I'm
yes.
cringe.
So
Yes, by definition.
I'm cringe. I'm
Yes.
cringe.
it's just like a thing of oh fuck, I lost my train of thought.
Oh, finally he's gone. Anyway, so yep, we are cringe tubers, everyone.
It's just a form of expression. It's a way to be yourself and disconnecting your like actual life from your stream life. It's a way to be able to be someone who you want to be without really being afraid of being judged as a person rather than as your character. Like, clearly it doesn't mean be an asshole, but it means you can kind of experiment with who you want to be a bit more, because if the character gets backlash, they're not going to know who you are at the end of the day.
That's a fair point. I'm. Oh.
Maybe they're right then. Maybe we don't
Guys,
actually.
I'm stuck in the
exist.
table hell.
Maybe we what?
I'm stuck in the table hell.
Uh-oh.
You see the little faucet thing where you can put yourself through,
no.
like, the little faucet where you know, the water goes down it? Well, I kind of put my head through it and now I'm stuck.
Yeah. Silence Pro, let me help you out.
I'm stuck.
Let me get you out from under that table.
Stop. No.
Wait, what's going on?
Huh?
Should I panic?
No.
I feel like I should panic right now.
Yes.
No.
Absolutely
Yep, it's
should be
panic
panicking.
time.
Yeah.
Panic!
It's great. It's great.
Help, 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 help,
I-
help, help, help,
I don't know.
help, help, help,
I mean,
help.
I guess I could maybe like grab you with my tail if you want.
Oh god, there's gonna be so much fan out of that now. Just see that coming up, and I'm like, oh god, why is it coming up? That's gonna be a thing now. Ah! I can't stop.
Diane, I'll pay you for fan art of me grabbing Sai with my tail.
Yeah, you gotta have it choking. Yeah, it has to be that.
Yeah, and choking.
It has to be
That's
that.
one muscly tail.
It must. Oh god, my head might pop off. Oh well. I'm just gonna flush myself.
Yeah. Well, there goes Sai.
Hey, no, back.
Yeah.
How's it going? Don't ask
I
what just
think
happened.
I think that idea is like does make sense, right? That like the whole disconnect of having, you know, a virtual persona disconnected to a real life persona, right? Because
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I got into VTubing in general. Otherwise I would have probably stayed faceless or something to that degree
That's fair.
for, you know, who knows how long. So I went this route, and for me it is more about the separation of like privacy. So whether it's if they want to consider that not real, sure, that's fine. But by saying not real, like, you know, obviously like our VTuber personas aren't flesh and bone, are human selves that are representing the
Speak for
VTuber persona
yourself, I'm
are,
flesh and bone.
right? Oh, flesh and
Flesh and
bone.
bone.
Flesh and bone. Doesn't that sound like a restaurant name?
It sounds
Come
like
to
it
Flesh
sounds
and
like
Bone
a,
for-
that'd be like a. I feel like that'd be like a barbecue name.
Yeah.
Come down to the flesh and bone. Hello, Rico,
Yeah.
how's it going?
Would you like some flesh and bone?
Would you like some flesh and bone? wait, what type of flesh do you want on your bone? We
Thigh.
got chicken flesh, beef
Cat
flesh.
girl.
Cat girl. We don't
Yeah,
serve
okay.
cat girl. we don't eat cat girls here.
Oh, we
Listen,
don't.
there's two different definitions of eating, okay?
You know, I think I've come to the conclusion, if you have more than 3 VTubers, or if I have exactly 3 VTubers into a stream, it will become lewd within 5 seconds.
No,
But
this
I
is just
will
because
say
I
this.
spend too much time around DACA.
I will say this though. I will say this though. It gets a lot worse if you have female VTubers. You guys are mild
Oh.
compared to them.
Interesting.
I'm not even joking. Like that's another topic that I have. Why are the freaking female VTubers looter than everyone else? I'm going good.
I got a
Everything's
couple
going
here,
good.
but
What do you mean? What, you know what? We're still on topic about the AI stuff, but yeah, that's like the main topic
Yes.
that I
well,
have.
that's what I'm
Why
saying. I have a
VTubers
couple
just-
theories. I'm not going into it yet, though.
Okay, that's good. But yeah, freaking. Do you ever think maybe I should just be an AI? He could stream 24/7. He wouldn't need to end stream.
True.
But there's actually a bit of that. I think there's also a big thing. There's a YouTuber out there who I think Moist Critical covered him too, but he's basically a YouTuber who is basically making AI created videos. And what he plans on
Interesting.
doing is as soon as he figures it out, he's gonna replicate it like 4 or 5 times and then just use those AI channels to just make him money basically. And he's like, this is the new way for VTuber, like, you know, streaming and, you know, content creation and everything like that. I really hope that's not it, because that kind of takes the soul out of everything. He's spent
Yeah,
like 4
so
or 5
it
years
takes
just
the
feeding it
personality.
content. Yeah, he spent like 4 or 5 years feeding the AI content so it could actually learn and everything like that. But it's one of those things of he spent so much time on it and he really believes in it. Which, I mean, good on you for following through your dreams, but dude, I don't feel like that should be the thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so I will say there are some AI tools that are out there that are intended to make the life of a streamer and content creator easier by, you know, going through video content, clipping, providing like useful data, you know, that kind of stuff.
I love clippers.
But there is a lot that's out there that is obviously not that. And becomes a lot more dangerous, right? Where they're basically infringing on some other creative property. Yeah, exactly, like art.
AI art is not the greatest. I don't like it that much. And especially when it was like really big, like when it was just starting out, everyone was like, we need AI art. It's like smaller VTubers were just saying, we need AI art because, you know, how are we gonna get so much art we can't pay for? You know, we need this AI art for us to catch up to the big wigs. I'm like, you don't need AI art to catch up to the big wigs. Literally, just do you, and you'll get the following eventually.
Exactly.
Just
You
put
need
a
a
bit of money
personality.
on that, and just put a bit of money on the side. You'll be able to save up money for it, right? I'm pretty sure you can at least get one decent photo with like $30, right?
Yeah.
Find yourself a good artist.
Definitely.
and
Yeah,
then,
like
you
most
know,
of the time you're gonna have
reach it.
starting like artists that are starting that their art is like really good, but they have to market themselves down to actually start gaining that following.
Also, Toast, ow. Oh yeah, Toast, are you modded?
Oh,
I feel
nice.
like you're
Some
modded,
bananas.
right? Also, ow. Stop trying to steal my banana. Why didn't we all just
How
go...
many do you have thrown at you? Good
that a
lord.
monster?
It was like 300, actually.
Oh, nice.
Jeez.
Just a few.
Yeah, it's just a few. Yes, it is a monster.
Just a meager sum.
It's just a meager sum. Honestly, they do it so much, I don't feel it anymore. But then again, I also get kind of wildly at it every time they do it, so I don't know if it's healthy, honestly.
Uh-oh.
Ow.
No, I wouldn't
It's
think
okay,
so.
Sai.
Is it okay?
Everyone
I'm starting
loves
to
people
think
with a little bit of head trauma.
I think my tongue tastes like liquid.
Want some tequila?
Nah, I'm good. I got myself some Coca-Cola. The
I mean, you could
old
drink it
Coca-Cola.
afterwards.
No, this is like the old 1920s of Coca-Cola. It got the good stuff in
Oh,
it.
with Coke.
Yes, also go freaking follow God, everybody. Yeah, also I will hydrate. Thank you.
Thank you for the shout out.
How's it going, boss? Oh gosh. Also, ow.
I'm hydrated as well. Haha.
But I hope everyone's doing well. But yeah, that's was like the whole AI topic. Do you guys have anything else to add to it, if you wish? Cosmic, do you have anything to add? Oh,
I mean,
before you do, we all have to RR.
Oh,
And now
Do you want to
I
like count
give
it
you-
down or
no,
something?
No, just do an RR. What, Cosmic first, then Akane, then I will do it.
Fuck, I've never done that before.
I believe in
How are
you.
how are your Era's 300
RR.
points?
Because I don't know. It
Hmm.
was dead. Oh yeah, Toast, could you refund everybody? I kind of forgot to set up the thing earlier, and some people spent their things and didn't get what they wanted, so please just refund everybody. Yes, yeah, yes, oh no. Oh yes, we must do the Aras. Cosmic, I wish for you to go first.
I'd like to go last.
What?
How about this? You go
No,
second.
I've never
guys.
done it.
You can
You
go first.
first.
Let's go.
Come on.
Ready?
We
Well,
believe
We
in
can count
you.
it down like a birthday party.
All right,
Ready?
Yes.
fine. You know what?
Why?
Okay, I'll no. I'll do. I hate all of you. You guys give me anxiety so much.
Hit us later. Do it now.
All right, fine. There you go. Happy.
That's a good. That's a
That's
good. Hey,
terrible.
that's
All
that's
right.
good.
Yeah.
That was the most fake yeah I've ever heard.
Huh?
That was the most
Yep.
fake yeah
Um,
I've ever heard.
Well, no, that's just
Wait,
Naka. That's how he
yeah,
sounds.
I'm not I don't my enthusiasm, my levels of enthusiasm don't really come across
Really?
Nope.
all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's just
yeah, it's,
that's just Aka.
Oh,
people actually think I'm just like an asshole and
you should play
and
that.
I'm like uninterested and distant and all that stuff and cold and it's just yeah.
Honey, you should play into being the whole like tsundere type thing. You know,
Soon
do a tsundere. I feel like that would be your best thing. Just be a tsundere.
Oh my goodness. That would be well,
I enjoy. I feel like everyone else would go.
I don't know about being a tsundere. I think that would be a little interesting, but yeah, I am friendly. I am you know, I care about people. I talk to people.
When he wants to.
You know, but I don't think I'm a baka.
Fuck.
God damn it. Oh my goodness, here we go. Anyways, I'm gonna do this era so we can
Did
just,
you say era?
get
Era?
this-
It's ara.
Era.
Wolf
Yeah.
aka is Big Tsundere. Look at him getting all blushy.
Ha.
Tofu, I'm step on you. Anyways.
That is not what I was expecting to hear.
No, you guys are doing it wrong. This is how you do an ara ara. Senpai.
Oh,
That's
yeah, out of the senpai, huh?
You gotta add the senpai. Gotta add that senpai.
Well, I don't know. They'd have to be my senpai for me to senpai it.
Can I pass?
Also, I feel like normally the aras are coming out towards not the senpais. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
here, I am not. Marsh, that is not weak. That was not weak. The tofu. What if I like getting stepped?
God damn it.
Welcome to Hot Takes, everybody, where everything you say is turned against you.
Yep.
Here we go. Yeah, take that.
I mean, I always do.
You see, there's a
so
reason why I don't talk very
Nice.
much.
You need to talk more.
I put myself in a state of vulnerability.
Do it. Do
That's the point. That's
That's the
what
point.
it is.
Everyone
messing
loves it. See,
Or even
you need
being a
Being
VTuber, being a
is just
streamer
normal.
is
Yep,
about
Yep.
not being
Okay,
vulnerable.
okay, you know what?
No.
you don't understand. Being a VTuber is just about being in pain. That is all VTubers are. We're just in
Being
pain.
a VTuber is about being memeable.
It is. And I love being
It
a meme.
is, yeah.
Although my meme is painful, so, you know.
And apparently, Sai's got a desire for me to be a tsundere.
I feel like it would fit you.
All right, I'm gonna give it a little go
It's either that or
during the
you're
stream
yandere.
and see what happens.
It's either that or
I mean,
yandere.
I could pull off the yandere, I think,
You
pretty
pull off the
easily.
yandere? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I feel like one
Yeah.
of the two would fit you. Wait, what
You're
if
right, Toast. I am.
He's a mix of tsundere and yandere. He's
It's
mean
starting
to
to
the
rub
person he
off on
loves,
me.
but if they go for anyone else, they'll kill them. That's exactly what you are. You're like a tsundere yandere mix.
Oh my goodness, here we go. Yes, horny people.
Hey. Are you stereotyping us because of our horns? Too late,
I don't know.
Cinderay meme has begun. Too late, Cinderay meme has begun. Damn. Oh well.
Oh, all
well.
right. I'll see if I can play into it during the stream today, and we'll see.
You know, I feel like we as
Baka.
your voice is. I don't mean to be rude on account of it. Your voice is really monotone.
That's exactly what I mean. Like my voice is kind of like it doesn't have as much inflection as much as other people would see. So so that's why they think that I'm not, you know, I'm not like super happy or super
Interested?
friendly or yeah, exactly. But I am, because like I have to explain to them I'm talking to you.
I like the.
You know, I'm not.
I
I don't know what.
I didn't care.
The freaking. But I am. It's like that is so Cinderay right there.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is, because it's not like I like you, Baka. I'm just trying to connect. And if I have to put you in my basement, I'm gonna do it.
Oh great. Damn it.
Hey, you too?
Yeah, I got one. This is the worst outfit I have actually.
Oh.
I got
What's your
one.
worst?
I think it's this one.
Oh.
I will kill people for you, but I don't like you. Pushes 2 pointer fingers together with pouty face, says AKA.
Oh gosh.
That's what it is. with a pouty face.
The pouty face, oh my. Well. Question. This is a serious one. I need you to listen very carefully, both of you. Are you both listening?
All right, I'll take a shot. Yep.
Are you listening? What was the topic?
The previous topic was about whether we were real or not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going on to the new topic, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
we
helping
haven't.
keep me on track. Hello, Jeff. How's it going? Bunny outfit? Yes, I have a bunny
The
outfit.
more you know.
The more you know, and the more you know is the next topic. Which actually is... Where is it? Yes. So, the next topic is... Okay, what the fuck? Sorry, my brain's blanking on me for some dumb reason right now. I think it's shutting down. What the fuck?
Uh-oh, gotta restart it.
I gotta restart it. Did you know Merryweather is starting a new Vtuber agency?
I did see that, actually. I'm not really aware of the specifics around it, but I did see...
Apparently some of them are actually made up of voice actor, or at least one of them is an actual voice actor, if I remember correctly. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Voice actors in the agency. What is the agency gonna be doing? Because, Merryweather's kind of multi-talented.
Yeah, dude, the guy has so many talents, it's not even funny.
Yeah, aside from being an incredible artist, there's different animations, comics. They're a VTuber, you know. I guess they're now the CEO of their own agency as well at this point.
So I have a question. Most VTubers are not female, but most of the popular ones are. So my question to you is this. Is your opinion. So what do you think others see male VTubers as?
Okay, wait.
Is a really good question, because I don't know.
Can you repeat that one again?
Okay, so you know most of the most popular VTubers are female. My question is, how do you think others see male VTubers?
Oh, like the scum of the earth.
God damn, what the hell?
It's true.
Yeah.
Underrated? Very much so.
I mean, I think there's a lot of people out there who support male VTubers, and thank you. Perfect. Yeah, I'll give you some eye candy.
I look like a candy
NSFW eye
cane.
candy. Yeah, I agree. You do look like a candy cane. A very touchable, sticky candy cane.
Ew.
But yeah, I
You
I
invited
think like
in here. You did this to yourself.
yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
but I don't have the right colors for candy again. I thought it'd be funny, and then I realized, oh gosh, they're gonna do little jokes. Oh no.
Remember your crowd.
I need to remember it. These are the same people that wanted me to choke them with my tail. And then beat the shit out of me because of
Whoa,
it.
whoa!
See, there you
Don't
go.
include me in that.
Hey, you shouldn't be here.
Just because I spend time with him doesn't mean I
Exactly.
am him.
You are. You're getting lumped in with this. You're getting lumped in with this.
Oh no.
Cosmic is a Dandere. Cosmic is a Dandere. 100%.
Dandere.
Dandere
I can see
confirmed.
that.
I don't even remember what that means.
Chai,
I could see that. Yeah.
the Dandere.
I
Yeah.
don't even remember what that means. I'll look it up in a minute.
But yeah, I
Just,
I do
just
think,
picture him pulling out a phone, just going, oh, that's what it means.
yeah.
someone
I
into
do
being-
think the whole situation of like more representation in the female VTubing community overshadowing males and whatnot is a pretty big thing. And I do believe it also makes it much more difficult, right? Especially with a demographic that is primarily focused on consuming the content whenever a female streamer or content creator is present, right? The ratios of Twitch streaming, I think, is like still pretty like male dominated, right? In the sense that I think it's like 70-30, 80-20. Like it is still pretty heavily male dominated.
I would say this. VTubing is more of a female space, because, you know, they kind of, female, blah, kind of do the best here. Well, when it comes to regular streaming, if you're not a hot tub streamer for girls, you're really not going to get much of anywhere. Yeah, but guys usually do
Got it.
decent as
I need to be a
streamers.
hot tub streamer.
Well, that's
Got
also
it.
like, and that comes
Getting a
down
hot
to a
tub.
different kind of situation. So most of the time with the male VTubers or with the male streamers that aren't VTubers, a lot of the time they're really tryhards, like high performing and like really skilled players.
Yeah.
That's what they watch. They watch the skill. With VTubing, it's not necessarily the skill that they're there for. They're
It's
there
like
for
eye
the
candy.
personality, they're there for the art, they're there for the eye candy. There's a lot of different things when it comes down to a VTuber than it does with a streamer.
That's
like a
fair.
normal streamer.
I would say that's fair. But no, that's one thing I'm pointing out is the fact that I feel like it's easier for men to be just a regular Twitch streamer than it is for girls, but it's easier for them to be a female VTuber than it is to be a male VTuber. In a weird way. It's like you know, the scales basically. It kind of evens out in a way. But like it's more of a category basis thing.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I still think that like females are gonna get much more
Oh yeah.
visibility, right?
I
Like,
think, wasn't Iron Mouse like one of the most top-rated female streamers, if not the top-rated streamer for females for a while?
yeah, the only other person who's been like basically at the top is Amaranth, right?
Oh god.
And
that's the whole thing.
and yeah, that should kind of
That's a whole
say
thing.
that says a little something.
Says a lot of something,
but-
not a little something.
Yeah. So I mean, like, and that's okay, right? It's not that it's not okay, but that does mean that male VTubers have a little bit more of a climb. The way that I have kind of seen it and experienced it, and I feel about it currently, is that at the end of the day, I don't think I really care about like a female content creator's numbers, because like for what she's probably getting in just like a generic quality of people who show up to her stream,
Oh yeah,
like
Jeff,
for
she
the
is, sorry.
people that come to my stream or you know possibly both of your streams, right, are people who actually want to be here, right?
That is a very good point.
That is a good point, and I think Marsh actually yes, and then yeah,
I can fully
that's the
understand
thing.
that like
That's how
most
but There's
Sorry, go
also yeah, sorry about interrupting you, but I want to introduce this because it's actually pretty interesting. Because a lot of lewd VTubers, after they go like, I'm lewd enough, I'm gonna pull it back a bit and maybe my personality shine a bit more, that doesn't work. The
Right.
moment they stop being lewd, anytime they lose all their numbers, or they just get left behind because, oh my gosh, there's something else new that's pretty cool. I want to go to that one. That one's a lot cooler, you know?
Yeah, it's a branding thing, right?
It's not just a branding thing. It's just as when lewdness, how put it? If you're doing it as a LewTuber, know your role. Don't try to get people to like your personality as much because like they're not there for the personality. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I personally don't really like. I know some LewTubers,
I know, like,
but I don't. I don't really watch the streams. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know some people who are a little bit more etchy and lewd some, right? And those are the ones that I tend to probably be a little closer to and follow, and that's because they know there is a line and their personality's still there, right? Like, it's not something where all the time they're like on stream saying like, oh, do you want to be a good boy today? You know what I mean? And I'm just like, come on. This is your, if this is your content, that's fine, but it's not for me.
yeah,
And some people just need that, I guess.
I do. I feel like people do, but at the same time, it's like one of those things of, how put it, like YouTubers sometimes go like, hey, I got so many views, this is so just like the best way to go. Why doesn't everyone do this? The literal moment they stop being lewd for like 10 minutes and everyone starts leaving and they ask what the hell happened, what's going on? It's because they were there for the one reason they were there for. And then they get shocked by it. I'm like, how do you get shocked by it? You ow.
Oh, hi Trolzord.
Hey Trollord, how's it going? Also, ow.
Nice.
I mean, freaking hurt. But you get my point, right? It's like they just go in with the bad mindset. Like, if you're going to be a LewTuber, go in to be a LewTuber. Don't not do that. It's like half of them, like a lot of them will like change midway through it, and I'm like, that's really dumb.
Yeah. Yep. And that's where they struggle.
That is. Like, I think the fact that Project Melody was able to do it is a literal miracle. I mean, I think she still does like the whole lewd stuff. It's like
she does.
She hasn't stopped doing it. Most of her stuff is lewd, let's be honest.
Yeah, her content is still like probably like 70-30-ish.
Exactly.
So I think she's still fine.
YouTubers also have to keep the lewd under TOS. They do have to keep it under TOS. But the problem is like on Twitch, there's other avenues to see worse.
Yep. Fansly, Patreon.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's that's just how it works, you know? But no, yeah, that's one thing I was about to say, is like, freaking, like, YouTubers, example, Vox and Shogo blew up with their together to say bromance lewdness. Oh yeah, the bromance lewdness. That's one reason I did not want to do me and my brother streaming together and him being like a cat and me being like a mouse. That was gonna be like really bad fan art I was expecting, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing it. I did not want to do that. That was gonna be like a really bad idea.
Is that the like Wincest BL?
God, no, let's not do that. I like being me. But yeah, I thought this has been. So now, yeah, come on, really, Creeper? Really?
Cause, what did you think about
what do you think?
the male versus female aspect of the community?
I think you were definitely right in the terms of like the viewers you get when you're a male VTuber, they're there for you. They're not there for the eye candy as much as they are for a female VTuber in that sense. So the growth might be a lot slower, but it's a lot more meaningful.
Yep. Well, do you see there's any like stigma against the male VTubers? Because I've seen a bit, let's be honest.
And there's going to be stigma
100%.
against everyone, no matter what you do.
Fair point.
I'm racially attacked.
Ow.
there's a whole thing against like this concept of like demon dommy daddy VTubers was going on a while back.
Yep.
And I was actually thinking about it because like I don't I don't push like this brand of being a like demon dommy daddy specifically, right? I kind of do it as a joke.
Yeah.
Because I'm very like personal, and I'm fine with, you know, just talking about whatever. It's not my main thing of like trying to swoon people over or something like that, right? But there are a lot of, you know, this weird section of demon VTubers who do that sort of thing. But it got really bad, right? They fed like the Twitter crowds, and they were going crazy, and you know, posting all this anti-male stuff, etc., and basically generalizing any demon male VTuber and all this other stuff. And
like recently hasn't even just been that. It's literally just been every male VTuber. Literally every single one, no matter what or anything else like that. It equals quick views, whereas being yourself, loyal fans. That's the thing. And the thing is, you can do both. There's a balance you can strike. You can strike a balance with it. That's all I'm saying. Like people don't think you can. He's like, you can strike a balance with it. You can be lead here, but also still have fun and be loyal to who you truly are and all that stuff. You don't have to give up one for the other. You gotta find a balance that fits.
yeah, exactly. That's definitely how I feel about it. But have you seen anything like that, Cause? Like, has anyone ever, like, as a Fox VTuber, has anyone ever treated you differently compared to like being a demon VTuber?
I have been treated differently for being a furry.
I figured that would happen.
Okay.
Which, of course, so...
Yes, Twitter, a place of great thoughts and reason, and no one ever.
Oh, definitely.
But sometimes, like, I know some of the greatest people in the furry community, and they're honestly amazing.
Oh, that's cool.
And I like seeing them pop into my streams. I'm like, oh, I love meeting new furries, because I like seeing the personas, I like seeing the color palette they picked, I like seeing the species.
You like the art.
It's nice for me, yeah.
The art is good.
I,
Cat dog. Wait, are
Fuck
you
off.
The personality. What?
Caterpillar? I'm original. You are original. Yo, you're original. No,
Ooh.
you're original. Everyone's original. You're all original.
Yeah.
Yeah, I become Keanu Reeves.
yeah, like, okay, for
The
example, you
Matrix.
know the one server I have, or that I moderate for like Destiny and shit?
Yeah.
I've had people in that one chase me after my streams and just started attacking me for being a furry. I'm like, all right, well, that's an
gosh.
instant ban.
Oh no.
That's fun.
Yeah. They're like, why is this fucking freak an admin? And I'm like, all right, cool.
Immature
Thanks.
behavior.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which it doesn't really phase me anymore. It happens, but
I mean,
it sucks that it has to be like that.
no, it doesn't have to be like that. They're just people are people and people are dumb. Let's be honest.
Yep. Just gotta step
Twitter-
on them as soon as possible.
Twitter is an example of people just being dumb. Twitter
I have a
is an
sticker
entirely-
that's my model with a hammer that I use, and then I ban them.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
I don't ban. Honestly, I'm gonna count myself lucky. I haven't had to ban too many people. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't had to ban too many of them.
Same.
I'm gonna count myself
Both
lucky
on
that.
Discord and on stream.
Everything for me, honestly.
Just bots.
Just mods here and there. Other than
Yeah.
that, it's been great.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been fortunate as
I
well.
seriously don't understand the hate against furries. Like, genuinely can't. Because just like with every community, there are
I
the
can
most-
explain that one.
I was gonna say just like, oh, yeah, I'll let you explain. Go ahead.
So a lot of the hate for furries comes to a misunderstanding. So with furries, there is a very, very, very distinct line between furry and zoophile. However, a lot of people do not understand that sometimes zoophiles are furries, but not all furries are zoophiles. People don't get that. So they think
yeah.
that like the furry community is like, oh, they're zoophiles. Like, no, the furry community learns you're a zoophile. You get so much shit thrown at you, it's not even funny. Like, they will make so many beware posts if they figure out what the fuck you are
Oh no.
so fast. And it's not like one of those things that it's not necessarily wrong, because being a zoophile is wrong. So I can totally understand someone throwing that much, like, beware, don't support this account, don't buy art from this account, etc., etc.,
Zubile.
because it's really wrong. That's where that misunderstanding comes down to, where they're like, they want to, I can't really say it, but some of the hate stuff with furries is just absurd.
I think it's become
It's
a meme.
just that misunderstanding. A little bit of a meme, but mostly the misunderstanding, and mostly the fact that people also think like, oh, you want to be that animal, you're acting like you are that animal, or like you start barking or whatever.
No, that's something else.
Basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole thing, like, but I think that's with every community. Like, even VTubers ever really bad was like Haywire was pretending to be a therapist and like as his character, and then he actually charged people for like personal comments, basically.
I honestly
That's
don't
interesting.
think
Like
a zoophile, just, I can't say it here.
Oh no,
You'd
yeah.
have to look that one up.
Yeah, but the point is,
Yeah.
the point is that I feel like every community has its bad apples, and those bad apples are what ruin it for everybody else. At least that's what I think.
100%. I think also there's just like a lot of people out there who are just like afraid of what they don't understand, so they
Yeah, that's fair.
immediately just like push it off.
Naturally
Right.
try to retaliate it.
So yeah, whether or not it's related to like zoophile or any other understanding, right? Like people have a natural fear of the unknown, and so their immediate response is to push away.
I've seen too many in the fairy community fuck up and sometimes get away with it. I guess it's fair. Like, like when it comes to like, VTubers, usually if someone fucks up, we kind of hold them to a standard. Do you feel like that's a thing that happens in the furry community a lot more than it really should? Or does it
Say
not
that
happen?
again?
The furry community. Do you feel like people hold the ones who fuck up the most to account good enough?
Like if they figure out they're a zoophile, absolutely.
Well, not just that, but like generally if they like super duper fuck up.
Yeah, I would say so, because word gets around really fast.
I guess that's fair.
Like people start making beware. Well, the thing is, the community literally has to protect itself constantly.
That's fair.
The amount of hate, like there have been shootings at cons because of it. And they go as far to say it's hunting season.
Oh.
It's what happens with the furry community. It's extremely brutal. That's an extreme, yes, but the fact that it happens in the first place is extremely concerning. So when I think of the fact that like someone screwed up really, really bad, I feel like, yeah, you should have an accountability for that, because we're already trying to deal with the amount of backlash we already have and trying to protect ourselves and stay safe.
I remember quickly, I remember watching like a video about a furry saying that their reputation was better than gamers. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't feel like that's true.
No.
Yeah, no.
Mhm.
This guy made an entire video, this furry guy made an entire video basically saying like the gamers are worse than furries and all that shit. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, no. At least I don't think so.
In terms of the
Like,
amount of backlash that they get,
like in terms of
no.
reputation.
Yeah, no, the furry community's reputation is a lot worse.
Famous YouTuber known for being about Sapo? Am I saying this right? I feel like I'm saying this wrong. Am I saying this right?
I'm kind of out of the loop because drama is just exhausting for me to keep track of.
That's fair. But no, yeah, I just feel like every community has its bad apples that kind of ruin it for everybody else. At least that's what I think. Like,
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Furries, like everything has its bad apples. I just feel like they need to be
The
called
thing
out
is,
on it.
it's natural for humans to see flaw.
Oh,
So
yeah.
when they see flaw, they focus on the flaw, which causes that situation of
Ow, hydrate.
someone screws up once in a community, that community's entire reputation is tarnished.
Yep. How the hell is it with VTubers? Like, most people see VTubers either A, it's just being AIs, head pads, you gotta look at head pads. as just AIs, or you just
I
see
am
them
about-
as basically, lewd. Basically, that's it.
I am now an AI tsundere.
You know, an AI Cinderella. I did not know that.
Yes, baka.
Just calculating.
Calculating.
That's it. That's.
It's not like I like you, senpai.
It's not like it's not like I like you.
Okay, listen, you don't even have to try to talk monotone. You already are monotone.
No, I'm cursed.
You know what? Actually, wait, Connie, I think I know how to fix your monotoneness.
Oh yeah.
When you're
up?
excited, yell. It seems to help.
Oh.
Like you show emotion when you get really excited. You start, being louder.
Oh, you know what's really funny?
But
I do that a lot, and people get really mad at me for raising my voice too much because I express my emotion through the volume of my voice. So if I'm upset, I'm much more quieter and much more softly spoken. Or if I'm not really in a specific mood, I'm just softly spoken. If I'm happy, I get loud. And people are like, shut up, you're being too loud.
raise your
I know
voice.
the amount
Get
of times I
mad.
get that
Get
is
mad.
ridiculous.
Get mad. It drives you mad.
I'm not a mad person. That's too much wasted emotion on being
You know what,
angry and
Akane? Let me
upset.
help you. Your mother buys
Yeah.
Your mother buys you Mega Blocks because you weren't smart enough for Legos.
My mother bought me Mega Blocks because I was poor.
Shit. Depressed. Trying to roast him, get him mad. No, it just goes actual depression. Ow. What the hell?
Let's just turn that card around really fast, huh?
Someone please clip that. I want that as a clip. That's gonna be great. Just your mother bought your Mega Blocks because you were smart.
Yo, there were some cool Mega Blocks out there, you know? I'm just saying.
Halo Mega
Mom bought me
Blocks?
Mega Blocks because
They weren't all bad.
Lately, artists are the artists. Lately, artists and he's stealing. Oh yeah, the freaking AI art shit. I hate AI art. That's one problem I have with AI art.
It has its uses, but
As
when it's used and
references.
sold,
it has
yes,
use as
it is useful
references.
as reference. If it is used and sold, no dice. I hate
Exactly.
it.
If it's used and sold, you'll
Oh
screw
my.
yourself. That's what I think.
Yep.
But if it's used for reference, absolutely, because references are really useful to artists.
They
So
are,
no one's gonna get mad at. I mean, some people are.
I'm gonna be mad.
Most of the people aren't going to get mad at you for using a reference that's AI art because you're gonna look up a reference anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna look up reference. Better have something that's close to kind of what you want.
Right.
AI adopts are a big scam on DeviantArt. AI adopts? What the hell's an AI adopts? Am I reading it?
Oh, adopts, huh?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so adopts are pre-made characters that can be purchased.
Gross.
It's saying AI art created adopter or adopt characters. So the AI art creates then adopt, and then that adopt is sold.
Wait, Steam? Oh wait, really? Character adopts. So wait, Steam gets mad at you if you use AI art? And you're like,
Yes.
hey, I didn't
Yep.
know that. That's good. And Steam?
Some indie games were actually facing some backlash because they used AI art as reference, and they couldn't get it published because it had AI art reference, and they were like,
Nice.
we're not going to publish this because of that.
Okay, can I say one thing?
Nice.
Out of the last few years, Valve is just winning. Let's be honest. Valve is winning.
Valve?
Valve is winning.
Yeah.
They're doing so well. Steam is getting them tons of money. They're doing super well. But the fact that
Because
they're
they're not
actually doing
super picky. They're not being assholes.
No, the one thing I respect Valve for doing is literally this. They will let you post basically anything, and it's up for the customer to decide what he or she wants. That's what I love more than anything on Steam. That's what I love. That's why I love Steam. I've seen so many.
It's a very relaxed market.
It is, and I love that so much because you could actually see the benefits for it. You have freaking community people can come and just post their own reviews. So you get user reviews and all that stuff. It's such a good thing because now I can go oh, that game sucks. Oh, it does suck. Or that game is awesome. I need to get it now. It's on sale. Oh my gosh. But there's actually another topic that kind of leads into this if you guys are wanting to go into it. This isn't about VTubing, but since I've been trying to expand my topics a bit. So I've been expanding into gaming a lot more just because, you know, VTubing and gaming kind of goes hand in hand a bit. So, the new topic is, have you heard what PlayStation did?
No.
PlayStation decided to up the cost of online
Oh, fun time.
across the board. Every single subscription now costs a bit more.
How much?
How much more?
It went from 60 to 70.
Mm,
And you know what they added?
That's
You know what they added?
a
You know what they
decent
added to make that
increase.
price go up?
What's that?
Nothing. They added
Oh.
nothing.
Wait, so they're not even offering any
They're not
additional
offering
services?
they're
Just
not adding
okay.
they're not offering anything else. They're just saying, here you go. You pay more for online now. Come back again.
And then there's PC players that just have to pay an internet bill.
Yes. I'm gonna be honest, if you're paying for online on consoles, you're getting scammed.
Oh,
They're
absolutely.
just
Yeah,
scamming the shit out of
for
you.
sure.
And listen, my
Yeah.
brother's an IT guy. He's like, no. I'm like, yeah, you're an IT guy, but the same thing is, I'm sorry, but if you're playing for online, you don't have to. You don't have to pay for their servers. They pay for their servers. You're just paying the bill for them at that point. That's something you don't really need to do. Let them pay for their own damn servers. You pay an internet bill. Right?
Mhm.
I don't feel like I'm crazy on this one. But
Yeah, I'm
still
wondering how
want
much
people-
money they get out of like royalties from like all the games that are on the platform.
Wait, Xbox is making theirs cheaper? Really?
Yeah, kind of.
Didn't they?
Oh,
Kind of doing things a little bit different. I don't think it's cheaper. I think they're kind of reworking how Game Pass works, though.
Oh, are they working like the online into Game Pass? So as soon as you get Game Pass, you get online too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because I'm pretty sure it just changes into that.
I heard something about them like trying to mix it into it because if, honestly, if they mix in game, well. But
I
no,
could be wrong
like,
because
if
I don't
they-
really
my
follow
thing
up
is
on news
this.
too much.
My thing is this: if Xbox decides to mix Game Pass and online together for one purchase, I'm sorry, that's a lot better than any other console right now. Because not only do you get Game Pass, which is one of the best ways of saving money right now for gaming, but you also get the online with it at the same time. So all you really do is just get that one thing, and then next you know, just have it for like a year. That's like an actual win to me. Like Sony just upped their price for no reason. And did you hear what they're releasing? Like their old little handheld now?
yeah, I saw that one.
It is actual garbage. Have you seen it, Cosmic?
No.
Oh my gosh, let me tell you
Yeah.
about this thing. This thing is actually awful. Okay, so the PlayStation Portal, or the new PSP, is a handheld device where you cannot use Wi-Fi. I mean, you know, you can use Wi-Fi. You can't use Bluetooth. It can't download any games. It can't use any Bluetooth headphones. It uses what their own like proprietary thing, or like a proprietary thing that they only have. Their headphones can they're only their Bluetooth headphones can use it, and there is no like plug-in jack, so you can't just plug in headphones to do it either. You can't download.
So
It's only
basically,
for streaming.
PlayStation and only PlayStation.
It's only PlayStation headphones, and it cannot play any PlayStation 3 games from PlayStation Now.
Right.
Or-
And it can be used out of network, right? Like you
can
have
be
to
used
be
out of- it has to
in
be-
your local network.
It has to be
use
basically
it.
on your couch,
That's
on your
stupid.
bed. It can only
Yeah.
play PlayStation 5 games. It can't play anything from PlayStation Now, which is like the backwards compatibility thing they have. It literally can do none of that. And it costs,
What is
I
the
think,
point
around.
of that? Like,
I think if I remember, it costs around $300 plus the headphones, which you'd need to buy would be around $500.
Yeah, it's expensive. I mean,
It's
the
ex-
quality of the build does look pretty.
I have an excellent idea.
It looks
Let's
amazing.
change the subject.
Oh my gosh, we gotta change the subject now. Fuck.
Oh, all right.
I guess we're going on something else. But no, that was what Sony was doing. We gotta do an RR. You know what? This is the subject, and we also do an RR. I'm gonna let Cosmic go first on this one. I'm sorry, I brought you
God
here to
damn it.
torture you. It was your time.
I've never done them. There you go.
Nice. That's really good. Your turn. Got it.
Was it? Or are you
Alright.
just lying to me?
Would
How
you,
we
would you
gonna
care?
do
Would you
this
care
one?
if I did lie to you?
Yes.
And I didn't lie to you.
I feel like
So you
now
lied to
what's
me.
happening is my interesting.
Wait, what?
Da-da-da.
Let's see how to do it. Hello, Doku. Memes, doubt trend, boost your popularity big time. Exactly. Exactly. So, my question is this. Well, actually, the new topic is this. Other than Twitch, what else do you do to kind of get your name out there besides like Twitter or something like that? Do you do anything on YouTube? Do you do anything like TikTok or anything else like that?
If I wasn't in a constant state of burnout, sure.
Oh. Shit.
Oh, I guess I have more to answer. But
Yep.
yeah.
Floor is
So
yours.
so I mean, like when I originally started streaming, I was definitely only on Twitch. But I had a private project that was a completely separate identity from the one I had now, which was
When you were
called
Kanye asleep?
No, but that's my meme personality. I'm gonna make that happen. Akane asleep.
Kanye asleep.
Yeah,
Oh,
but no, it was Codeless Stat, which is my vampire ASMR channel.
Okay.
So they were completely two different entities
Okay, why are people
for
spamming
quite a
tentacles in the chat right now?
for quite a long time. I don't know, but I've got tentacle hentai if you wanna,
Wait, what?
you know. Anyways, yeah. So on YouTube, I also had Codeless Stat, and for the longest time, I kept them completely separate. But it just got to a point where there's just too much to micromanage, like different accounts, different things, you know.
That's fair.
So I started merging like different pieces of it together. So now I actually at this point have Codeless Stat on Instagram, which was also had some TikToks and you know, the ASMR on YouTube,
Yeah.
plus Akane Awake on Twitch, plus Akane Awake on YouTube, with like different VODs and some shorts and things of that nature. And so like that's for the most part how my like general
Ow.
advertising has been. Of course I'm on Twitter as well and also on Instagram, but I don't like religiously I don't post anything on Instagram except like food photos half the time.
Nom,
And most of the time it's like if I'm doing something, I'm releasing a video, I'm saying something about it on Twitter, we post some clips here and there. It's not as consistent as I would want it to be, but you know, I also have a full-time job. So so working full-time and then coming back and doing streams and other additional content, it's just very difficult to yeah, exactly. Plus having both the ASMR channel and this one, it's kind of like a two-headed beast of, you know, when I'm dedicating time to one, I can't dedicate as much time to the other. So I kind of like flip-flop between what I'm doing when I'm coming up with new stuff.
I feel like
So
you should just merge it all together and just be a Kanye ASMR.
I can't unless I become a vampire VTuber.
I mean, like, the point is, it's still you. Why don't you just mix into one of your
Become a
personalities?
shapeshifter.
So
know that.
the big appeal to Codeless Stat is there is some semblance of it coming from Anne Rice's Codeless Stat, which is, you know, Interview with a Vampire, etc. Like everyone knows that those sort of things. And so Codeless Stat was replaying like different stories of Lestat's journey throughout the years and time, whereas Akane Awake is completely separate, like different being entirely, was not even a vampire, right? So I would have to I would have to basically probably become, you know, like more of a vampire VTuber, and then I'd be more comfortable with merging them. But I would probably end up changing my name though. At that point, like I would end up becoming Codeless Stat. If I remove the name of Codeless Stat and turn it into Akane Awake, it's gonna lose the branding, right? Which is the original intention. Like no one knows who Akane Awake is right now. Everyone knows who Codeless Stat or Lestat is, I should say, from the vampire perspective of things.
That sounds bloody
I say
brilliant.
the name Lestat, and people are like,
I'm not taking back the joke. I'm sorry.
love Lestat, right? And so they jump in and they check it out, and you know they get interested, right?
Okay.
One day maybe Akane Awake will be to that level, but until then, like they will exist as like separate channels for the most part.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah.
What about you, Cosmic? Cosmic?
For what I do,
Yeah.
like I said, if I wasn't in a constant state of burnout, I'd do more.
Okay, and I have another question. What burns you out so much about this?
Not this specifically, just all the other shit going on in my life.
Oh, that.
Also, I apologize because I'm also eating at the same time, so
Zero.
sorry, and I'm sorry.
Jack, who raided my stream with 2
Thank you
views.
so
Oh look, a
much.
raid.
Thank you,
I'll
Will
take a
Jacku.
shot.
How are you? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I am Silence. Welcome to the coffee crew. We are the people here who make coffee in health and all that stuff. But we're doing hot takes right now. Thank you for the freaking follow.
Jacko is now following.
Thank you so much. This is Hot Takes. I bring on VTubers big and small, no matter what you are. I don't care if you're this thing, that thing, whatever that thing is. I don't know what that thing is. I don't want it in my shop, but I still want to hear to talk. Either way, I don't care. Welcome to Hot Takes. Vampire VTuber is either an elegant and gentleman or gremlin and goblin. Fair.
Yeah.
What is
Which
this
I
thing? This thing
I think
is
you
an
could
imp.
probably see the kind of like I would most likely be more of an elegant gentleman kind of vampire VTuber. Like that's the inspiration anyways for Akane Awake in the first place. So it's part of like that whole personality, but they're two different beings, you know? At least for me.
Okay. Oh yeah, what were you doing, Jack? What were you doing? What were you streaming? No, you're not a Cinderado?
Oh, Baka.
Yeah, you gotta do the bucket, man. Come on. Come on,
Yeah,
you have a script here.
I
Come
mean,
on.
I gotta play into
You gotta play the
into it
script.
more.
Come on, man. Playing some Starfield? Damn, I don't get to play till Wednesday. Or Tuesday, actually. I don't get to play till Tuesday at 7 o'clock. I want to play so I just bought I didn't get the $100 edition. I'm so sad about that hidden idea. Oh my gosh, I have been wanting to play that game so badly. It's so good. Ah, no, I want to play it so badly. My brother's playing it. He bought the $100 edition. So does my other brother. They both bought the $100 edition. So I just want the fucking game.
Uh-oh.
Oh god, I literally I dedicated two or almost 2 to 3 days next week of just me playing that game alone. Also, ow. It's not like normal Bethesda game. Think more along the lines of Mass Effect. I don't mind, that's still good, but I still like it considering they're going back to RPG-ness, at least from what I heard. I want to play Baldur's Gate 3. That's also a game I've been wanting to play. I have tons of things I want to play this year. This year has been okay. This is a new topic that's just not on my things, but I'm gonna say this. This year's been very good for video games. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Armored
Like,
Core,
I-
Baldur's Gate,
Baldur's Gate,
Starfield.
Starfield, a new Call of Duty, which I'm not looking forward to, but hey, could be good. I don't know.
It's Call of Duty.
Yeah, I
Like
know. I'm
they used to
hoping-
be so good back then.
I know.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
This
skip.
Call of Duty.
Everything's
It's
just
sad.
rushed.
There's
It's
also, like,
not
Skip
the
on the
same.
Call of Duty for me.
The
Yeah.
game, like the Hi-Fi Rush came out literally at the beginning of this year. Like Hi-Fi Rush, you had
I love that
Baldur's
game.
Gate 3.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom came out as well. Team Fortress 2 got a big update, something bigger than even Overwatch 2, which is astonishing.
Overwatch 2.
Let's not go over. This happened when games.
Listen,
were,
Overwatch 2 we don't talk about. Okay.
We were right at IGN giving Starfield 10. Yes, I 100% agree. IGN gave freaking Starfield the person is.
Oh yeah, wasn't Star Rail this year too?
Star Rail? Yeah, Star Rail came out
Yep,
this year.
yep.
I played that game. That game is great. What else? Spider-Man's coming out this year. I keep forgetting that. Spider-Man's coming out. Space Marine is supposed to come out too as well, like in November or December.
Oh right. Yeah, Warhammer 40K Darktide came out as well.
Did it come out this year? I felt like it came out last year.
Was it this year?
I think it was like the
it
was November of last year.
Okay. It was it was an end of year one.
This year they're getting their big RPG update where they're making everything more like an RPG instead of a horde shooter. That's what's happening with Darktide, which I love that game. That game's awesome. What else? You had Redfall, but that was awful. You had Forspoken, but that was also bad. You know what? That's just the way I put this year. This gaming year was literally good for gaming, but every time a game flopped, it flopped hard. I mean, massively hard.
Because it was such a good year for gaming. If it was not like the good year, like the good games, it died because it was like, I'm not gonna put down this game for that one.
Besides giving Tsundere, I'm not giving Tsundere energy bakas.
Rude
Like
Tsundere.
the bar, everyone that really did well, they really heavily overpassed that bar.
Yeah, well, Forspoken was so bad, the game company that made it shuttered.
You know,
I'm not even joking.
Happens, right?
Oh yeah, it happens, but that means like you had to be. The game was so bad. That's the first game that company ever made, other than Final Fantasy, and it shuttered the company.
I mean, it just means that they weren't listening to their audience, right? Like the product was not well developed.
It wasn't.
Honestly.
It really wasn't.
Right?
So I I think screwed them over. Do you know the engine they were using?
No, I don't think so.
This
Which
goes
one
back
was
a
it?
bit. This is story time with Sai right now. So back in around, I'd say 2006-ish, if I'm getting my years correct here, a game was being developed called Final Fantasy Versus 13. The game they were using.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I am so sad about that. I actually had like a story made up because of that, but the point is simply a game was being made called Final Fantasy Versus 13. The game got canceled. But the problem is, the one reason it got canceled because development time was so long because Final Fantasy at that time was telling them to use this engine called the Luminous engine. That is the engine that Forspoken was using. It's an awful made engine. It's actually awful. But yeah.
The thing is though, that my understanding around overall like Forspoken's failure wasn't necessarily the battle system and stuff. It was more the storylining and then like the general representation of like characters was just it was just like ridiculous. Like there was no personality. Like you probably could have, fired the writers or something.
So what happened was Forspoken, writers killed it. The writing was bad. For a new series, you want the writing to be good so you can draw people in, right? The writing was bad. And for 2, the gameplay was just okay. It's nothing to write home about. It's fun, but it's just okay gameplay. The other thing that also killed it was the performance. Performance for that game was awful. Sub 30 at some points. And you know what's even worse? That's not the only game company that shuttered this year. Freaking Volition shuttered. You guys made Saints Row?
I don't remember that one.
They made Saints Row?
Oh yeah. That was recent.
That was
right?
They literally shuttered like a few days ago. Yeah, literally, Volition is now a dead company, and so is the guys who made Red Faction Guerrilla are now gone, and Saints Row they're gone. And you're not gonna get another Saints Row. You're not gonna get another Red Faction unless it's made by the parent company anymore. So it was a self-insert.
There's gotta be like tons of reasons around it too.
So the reboot they made was awful. Story was worse than anything I've ever seen recently.
I'm gonna be right back. I need to go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, do that.
I'm going right now because Saints Row and Forspoken I know nothing about, so enjoy.
Okay.
It's
so
okay.
Saints Row was just really bad. So
I'll be quick.
Saints Row was always about a gangster game. You play gangsters. The reboot was them as being college students, and I'm like, really?
Oh, that's interesting.
You say
College
it's interesting.
student gangsters.
Yeah.
Huh.
The entire reason they were doing any of this was because, oh my gosh, I can't pay for college debt. Better go start a criminal enterprise. Like, that's what?
What the heck? What's their demographic?
Hey,
Who are they going after?
You want to know who they were going after? For word, they were thinking we should make a game like Watch Dogs 2.
Well, but Watch Dogs wasn't even that crazy of a success anyways, right?
It wasn't. Watch Dogs 2 wasn't the best. Any games and movies that can make today's culture work, not games like Saints Row. Exactly. Like, Saints Row was always defined by its dark, also edgy humor. And I didn't add any of that. Watch Dogs 2 is good, they made it work. Yeah, the thing is, Watch Dogs 2 made it work, but Saints Row made it worse. It's just not good at all. But very simply, Saints Row 2 lost the original spirit of the game series it was trying to portray, and basically killed the franchise, and thus their company.
Cheers.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happens when, like if anyone thinks that making a game is highly profitable, like you need to look at the numbers for real. Right? Like,
also,
unless you're a big company that has a genuinely large number of microtransactions,
or you're just a small company who makes a decent game, you know?
Yeah, like the more people buy into your company, the more they can hire more to, get better stuff to make everything better. But like, it's obvious that this is not what happened with...
Yeah, let's put it this way. With Baldur's Gate, I think it's really shown me that you don't need to make... You don't need microtransactions to make money. You just need to make a good game. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you need
customization.
to do. Customization, a good game.
Give me customization. I'll pay.
You don't need, just literally, that's my thing, is like, you don't need to give microtransactions all the time. Just make us a good game and we'll pay for it. Make it stable, make it work, make sure there's no bugs, and everyone will eat it up. That's it. Hello? Hello?
I'm here.
Is it working?
I'm here. Yeah.
Okay, my internet decided to die on me real quick.
Okay.
I do not know why that happened. It just decided to go all the way to 0 and just die on me. What the hell?
No, it's great. That means they probably didn't hear what I said. Perfect.
No, they heard what you said. I heard what you said.
God damn it.
I heard everything. Like, it's like the internet just cut up. I still heard everything. Like, you're not getting away from this. You're watching something amazing. You're watching Akane literally die inside. Again.
Yeah, you see? See, there's emotion. Even if I sound monotone, you can, there's still emotion.
Is there emotion?
Like,
I don't feel it anymore.
Yeah.
It kind of lost its luster.
Oh, come on. If I had to act overly excited, I would just be acting overly excited. I'm a very firm believer of not like faking,
Hello,
the emotion
also,
and stuff.
Oh, come on, really, Imperial? Have fun playing Starfield, you son of a bitch. Just keep playing that game, you know? What, just doing the Lord's... I guess that's fair, but ow. But no.
FBI, open up!
Oh fuck, they found the catnip again. They found the catnip.
The catnip. What? Sai's hiding. Sai's not here. And if Sai were here,
That never gets me alive!
I would. Oh fuck, Sai, you should have just stayed hidden.
Don't worry, he was hiding me. He's an accomplice now.
They're gonna shoot you. Oh god damn it.
Yes, I'm throwing you under the bus.
But you wouldn't arrest me, Baka, right? You're gonna let me free
right now.
You're gonna let me free, right?
No, they're not gonna let you free. I'm sorry, you're not gonna go free. Also hydrate.
But they could be in my basement.
If you want them to put you in handcuffs, you want to be in their basement.
No, I don't know if I'm a handcuff person. I mean, like, being handcuffed.
This isn't one of those things where you get to choose.
I don't mind doing the handcuff
Akane,
sort of situation. Oh, well, I mean, I still might be able to choose. If it's the FBI coming in with guns, I think I can still choose.
You could choose to lose your, brains.
Well, it's a battle I'll have to take.
Thoughts on culture on games and shows? It's not about woke culture. Like, okay, let's put an example.
What is that? What's woke culture?
I don't know either.
Woke culture is basically like how about it's like the ideology of one side just taken to an extreme, basically. One side of a
Like
political viewpoint, basically. That's what it means.
Like being like overly nice
being
and
like-
inclusive.
No, it's like
Oops.
it's like changing Superman to be a different race just because you want the name Clark Kent on this, person, basically. Or changing,
yeah.
or changing like the Flash to a different race or anything like that for no
To be
reason other
inclusive.
than to be inclusive. But it's better to make your own character, if that makes sense. Like there was actually what is it? There was thoughts about doing a Superman movie where they wanted to change Clark Kent into a black guy, but I was like, just do Val Zod. Val Zod's a better character. Val Zod's his own character. He's black, but he also has his own character. Just do him. Damn it, why?
Yeah, I mean, I know what. Okay, I get it. So basically, like the Disney movies where they're changing the,
Yes.
the main character that was
Exactly.
previously some race and now there's something different,
Exactly.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is like a really weird kind of subject because this also comes up in like
Yes.
Hollywood when they're casting for roles.
Yes.
And there's a lot of people that complain about like whitewashing and other stuff, and
I'm gonna be
you know,
honest.
yeah,
I don't really feel like whitewashing exists. In a sense. Well, I mean, it does, but doesn't in the way that most people think it does. It exists, but you kind of have to think about it marketing-wise.
yeah,
is kind of
I
fetish.
agree. I mean, I feel like there's like a degree, like if
Like-
you're not gonna find someone who looks similar enough and can also act out like a certain
Exactly.
part, like what are you gonna fucking do? Like you're not gonna put your movie into failure
Exactly. but
just
al-
because the person who looks like the part and is not capable of acting is gonna be in the movie. Like no, you're gonna pick someone who's good at acting and do the job. like yeah.
But my
yeah.
point about it, about hating white people and some shit. Oh, Velma is a whole different thing. Let's be honest. But I'm gonna put you down this. Good Work Show is literally Hell of a Boss. Hell of a Boss has all the stuff you would want with an LG, like a freaking woke show, but it puts all that stuff in the background. Let's be honest. So what happens usually with a woke show is that they usually beat you over the head with the messaging, basically. Like it's not subtlety at all. That's the worst part. They don't make
Yeah.
it subtle. They make it like the forefront of everything.
I hate it. It becomes an agenda.
That's the problem. Hello Boss doesn't make it an
that
agenda.
drives me crazy.
Hello Boss doesn't make it an agenda. It's just good writing. And that's why, there's a writer's strike going on right now. So is Cosmic back? Hello Cosmic, are you here?
Yeah,
I am aware of the
I
writer's
said I
strike.
was.
Oh god, I didn't hear it. I'm so sorry. I didn't even hear you say anything. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
It's okay.
So, Cosmic, do you agree that when it comes to like writing, I feel like writers have gotten really, really, really bad recently?
Like in terms of
In terms
the
of
woke stuff.
no,
like you're
in
talking about?
terms of everything. Like,
the strikes.
there's no, not just the strikes aren't bad. I don't disagree with the strikes.
I
but
mean,
I
no,
don't,
the strikes aren't bad, but like, I mean, it's
Like,
as
how
a
about this?
result, there are strikes.
Yeah. No, the strikes right now are the writers are striking out because they don't want the movie people to use AI to copy their scripts, basically. There's
I
only
mean,
one problem.
AI scripts are bad, by the way.
Yeah, they
Just,
are bad.
letting you know.
They are
Well,
bad.
yeah.
You don't use an AI to complete your script, let's be honest. If you put out a movie made by AI, it's gonna be awful. But my point about it is this. I don't have that much of a problem with, AI and all that stuff, making stories and all that stuff. Well, I have a problem with that. I'm bringing out Jumble, give me a second. Basically, my point is this. I don't have a problem with the strike. I have a problem with some of the certain individuals in the strike. Because a lot of the people in the strike are just really bad writers. Let's be honest. If you wrote the Star Wars sequels, you suck at writing. If you wrote a lot of the other shit that's coming out recently, you just suck at writing.
Do you think they would
don't
get,
really-
like, if they got paid more, though, that they would write better?
No, I don't feel like they would. You know why?
Wait a minute.
I don't feel like
What?
they
But you... yeah, go ahead. Why? Why is that?
Because there are some writers that maybe they would do better if they were paid more. There are other writers that are so up their own ass about what they believe and what they're trying to make that they say this now. Instead of, oh my gosh, I made that bad movie, they go like, you just didn't understand my work.
Oh.
It's the stupidest thing I've ever done. Like, because my problem with it is this. You're there to please people. You're there to make people want to watch your thing. You're supposed to captivate the audience with a story that will last ages. And your response to making a bad movie or something that didn't go your way is to go like, no, they just didn't understand my vision. Your arrogance is your own stupidity and downfall. There's no wonder most movies are losing money nowadays. The Indiana Jones movie, from like my friend Ray has a few insiders into Disney and everything like that. Apparently, from what he said, as soon as Indiana Jones started losing money, they basically called everyone in. And basically, if Disney doesn't start making money, they're gonna start firing all their writers.
I mean,
Like,
if you're not able to write a script, like
exactly.
you know, like I don't know what to say, but
You wanna know
I
how...
guess my
Oh, sorry.
my understanding though was that they were just not getting paid enough, right?
They're
And
getting
things were
paid.
getting dicey.
They're getting paid. The problem is they're getting paid. They just don't feel like they're getting paid enough for what they do. The second thing
Yeah.
is that AI was trying to get used into their scripts because, you know, AI, and they don't want their scripts to be used with AI, which is
Yeah.
usually bad, which I kind of agree with. But the problem I
Yeah.
have with the most vocal ones about the strike are the ones I want to see burn.
Oh, okay.
Like the Adams
Yeah.
Ruin Everything guy. I hate his writing style.
I mean, you're gonna run into those types of people no matter what, right?
I know.
Like just like in VTubing, if like
Yeah.
there's some oppressed group and you know they want to be loud about it, you're definitely gonna see it.
It's like I don't disagree with them, but I just hope those guys just don't get their jobs back. Because I just don't like their writing. Their writing is literally awful. Also, both sides
know?
suck, writers and trash. Yeah, the companies are trash, but also the writers are. Like, that's the thing everyone doesn't get. Like, bad writers talk most bullshit source. I am not one. I am one. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like everyone needs to see this as a gray subject. Most things in life are gray subjects. Like, the companies are bad. I agree with that. I will stand with you on that one. They are bad. You can't say every writer.
I have an excellent idea. Let's change the subject.
Sons of bitches dip. I want to continue on the subject. How about this? Let me continue on a little bit and then we can change it, please. Please.
I don't know. They used the
Yeah,
redeem.
fine.
You're gonna have to give in to them, Baka.
Then I have to give in, unfortunately. Oh my gosh. Well, let's see. What was I thinking of? Let's put it this way. Let's go back to the PlayStation thing, because I really didn't get to finish that, did I? So,
Okay.
so, you guys don't know what the PSP is, right?
I love running around in circles.
To be fair, yeah, it's either that or we could go into a different topic if you want. I just kind of want to
Wait,
circle
No,
back to
I'm
it.
just making the joke.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how the change the subject now works. If it's like always to a new one, or if we're allowed to go
Yeah,
back
it's
to.
just, it's like a to a new one,
previous
but
one.
it doesn't say I can't go back to another one, if that makes sense.
Oh.
I just have to change the subject. It just doesn't mean I have to stay on the subject all that. All it has
I
in the
see.
remote play, home project. But yeah, it's so bad. But my point about it is this. I feel like Sony's finally gotten lazy enough to where they're just pulling out all the stops of being bullshit right now. Kind of like what Microsoft did when they were with the Xbox 360 era.
Xbox 360. Oh man.
Are you having flashbacks?
Yeah, the
having
war
flash-
flashbacks are coming back.
Oh my gosh, she's having the flashbacks right now,
Xbox
everybody.
Live.
Live game chat.
There's only one thing that causes me flashbacks, and that's status calamitous.
What's that?
Deepstone Crypt raid on Destiny. Fuck that.
Oh no.
Oh,
Was like
oh no,
doing it
Wrath
for-
of the Machine
No,
used
no,
to
no,
give me
no, no. It's not they were
flashbacks.
lazy. It's like as soon as they were finished with the Xbox 360 era and they came out on top, as soon as they went into the Xbox One era, they got so lazy they fumbled it so bad. And like what
Well-
Sony just did with PlayStation 4, going in for PlayStation 4, they won the generation, it was so good. And then going in PlayStation 5 has just been awful.
It's just what happens when companies get money. They're like, okay, we don't need to fight anymore, so we don't need to try anymore.
Yep.
It's kind of what's happening with Bungie right now. Like, oh, we're big enough, we don't need to fight anymore, so we don't need to try anymore. And then they
Right.
try for one season or one expansion with Witch Queen. They're like, oh, great, so we finally have them hooked again. Now we can be lazy again. And then like
But Bungie does that literally all the time. Like Bungie puts out one big expansion that people are like, "Oh my god, this is so fucking awesome. We love this." And then it fucking dies out for like almost 2 years and then comes back with another big expansion. And
because
then
they
like
get
that's
lazy because
their
they don't
thing.
need to fight.
It's not, I don't even think it's that. I think that like Bungie has probably been doing stuff on the side, right? They're saving costs, they're working on these other things that are not related to like the majority of what the company should be doing, right? They're not keeping the quality of what they say they're putting out there up.
Nope.
Right? And this happens with every company, right? Like people put this shit out and then all of a sudden things just start taking a fucking nosedive.
Oh, wait.
Because like you've been pushing developers to like be so crazy fucking hardcore about everything.
I feel like that's true. But now I'm gonna say a hot take, actually, because someone wanted us to say a hot take. And apparently Dip's hot take is sequels should never be fucking exclusive.
Oh, in terms of like what way though? Like platform?
Like,
or...
yeah.
I feel like, what is it? Like, so, you know Final Fantasy was an exclusive PlayStation, right?
Yeah, for the longest time.
You know, yeah, for the longest time. But you know why it was?
I mean,
Okay, there's actual credits going off. Please tell me something.
besides contractual like limitations, like I don't know.
So, what happened was this. Sony would go to a company that just announced the game, say like Final Fantasy had just announced that there was going to be, like, Final Fantasy 16 was going to be on PC, Xbox, and everything else. Then they do the reveal trailer and everything like that. You know what happens after that? Sony will go to them, hey, don't release it on those consoles, release it on our console, we'll give you a big chunk of change. That's actually what happened with Bethesda and everything like that. So Bethesda was actually scheduled to be a PlayStation exclusive for a bit. But you know what stopped it? Microsoft. Microsoft went up and bought Bethesda and everything. Because of Sony.
Interesting.
So what happened was during, you know how Microsoft was trying to buy Activision, actually, you know, basically bought Activision and still has to go through a bit more court cases, but they're going to basically be able to buy Activision, basically. So what happened was this. Microsoft only started buying companies because Sony was buying exclusivity right from under them, basically. And they didn't buy the game companies or anything, they just made a deal. And you know what happened? Final Fantasy 16 sold poorly due to Square Enix's, you know, numbers, because it wasn't exclusive in my opinion. Exclusive didn't run that well because of optimization plus PS5 and all that stuff. But if it released on like Xbox and PC and actually run pretty well, I'm pretty sure it would have been sold a lot better than it did just being on one platform, basically.
They never multi-release though.
They do.
And Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy 15 like actually sold pretty well.
15 sold pretty well, but they also brought it over to PC eventually.
Yeah, a year later. Like this is a common thing that Final Fantasy does, right? Like they'll release on, you know, Sony's platform, and then maybe on Microsoft's, right? It depends on, you know, the quality and the optimization, like as was mentioned before, right? And then a year later, we'll get, you know, the PC version, right? And it's like a very common thing that Sony and Final Fantasy as a company has done.
No, I feel
Square
like
Enix,
they've done it
yeah.
before. What I'm basically saying is, they did it with 15, but the problem is eventually they'd still bring it over to other consoles. The problem is Square Enix really hasn't done that, and Sony literally incentivizing them with money doesn't help. Like, imagine if Microsoft went over to other companies that, like, you know, Sony was trying to, that was going to be a multi-plat. Like, say we go to EA and go like, hey, don't put Battlefield onto onto their console, put it on our console. You know?
Can I say a hot take?
Sure.
Like, about this?
Sure.
Like, I think the, like, RPG/JRPG genre is dying. Like, there's so many games that the expectation is to be this incredible release, and then everything that comes out of the genre feels cookie cutter. There's like music that just doesn't hit the same. It, like, the story tends to be weak, or, you know, like, and this is not against Final Fantasy 16. I did not get to play it. I'm aware of, like, some of the story elements, and of course the visual elements are amazing. But I did play through some of Tales of Arise in the past year, and some other JRPGs, which the other JRPGs weren't too bad, but, like, I felt like Tales of Arise was not as amazing as I was hoping it was gonna be. But that might just be me. That's my hot take.
JRPGs are dying. Honestly, I'm thinking they're starting to get more popular than ever. Like, Final Fantasy 14 is being brought over to Xbox. That's a really good one. And just in general, I feel like RPGs, like, imagine, like, look at all the hype for Starfield. That's an RPG, and it's getting so much freaking, you know, praise right now and all that stuff. It's being hyped up to no end.
Yeah, maybe
Freaking,
JRPGs specifically.
like,
Maybe the RPG genre is a little, you know, there's a mixture for sure.
What do you think of, Cosmic? What do you think about the JRPG situation?
I don't think I've ever played one.
How?
I've never played a Final Fantasy game in my life.
Ow.
Oh.
This man's got to play a Final Fantasy game, man. He's got to play a Final Fantasy game. Gosh, damn, what?
I don't want to give a bad impression of, like, what to recommend. There's a ton of FF7 fanboys out there, like original FF7, but you have to have the stomach to deal with the graphics of, you know, back then.
Oh, I don't care about back then graphics. Like, old graphic sites still revisit games that are like shitty graphics all the time, and I still love them.
Then yeah, if you want to know what, like, a ton of the more modern hype is, FF7 is, like, the
FF7,
big
yeah.
one. Yeah. I would say FF14, not 14. God
14.
damn it, I keep saying 14.
14
That's
is...
the MMORPG. That's different.
That's different, but it's still hyped as all hell.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. FF14 is an incredible
its own
MMO.
Convention now. I mean, gosh dang.
Yeah, it's awesome. I want to go every year, but I'm just like, god damn it. But yeah, FF15 is a little different, but has, you know, some good graphics, and there's a little bit more to the story. The only thing I know about Final Fantasy is Femboy Cloud. Oh my goodness.
Femboy Cloud.
I have seen stuff about that.
Yeah, that's FF7's like remake.
Sorry.
And that's not the one I'm telling you to go play, because it's not a complete story with that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair.
Yeah.
Starfield is basically just a better Fallout 4, like, way better. That's still an improvement. I don't mind if it's just a better Fallout 4. I just think it's, you know, if it's good, you know? And yet Xbox fans and channels are calling a boycott on IGN despite the good review. Let's be honest, the only reason I'm calling for the IGN to be bad is because the writer they put in charge of it has kind of a bias against Xbox. A little bit. I'm not saying he's, like, completely unbiased, but he made several tweets about Starfield being, you know, not being the greatest before it was even released. Same writer who gave 9 to previous Xbox titles. All I'm just saying is, the writer isn't the best.
My belief, personally, if you are a reviewer of any fucking thing, you should have a rubric of what your fucking reviews mean.
Exactly.
Right? Because half the time, they just play a game, they write about it, and then they're like, I think I'm gonna give it a 9. Right? And, like, that's such a fucking emotionally focused, you know, behavior. If they don't provide a rubric on, like, what their scoring is, I can't trust it.
Oh no, definitely. Also, his whole thing about like Xbox fans kept overhyping. I don't feel I think it was appropriately hyped. I was hyped for it. I was really excited for the game. Like other people being excited didn't stop me from being excited. But I'm just saying, for at least from my opinion, it's I haven't played it yet. I can't wait to play it. As soon as I play it, I'll probably get a better understanding of it. As the PS community, which I mean, don't shut up about JW is damn degrees. Let's be honest. PlayStation community, at least the fanboys for that community, are way more toxic right now than Xbox. Because PlayStation's community, which I don't think you've heard about this, and my community camera just died on me. Shit. Give me a moment. Oh wait, no, it's back. It's back. Hold on. Sorry, I accidentally kicked the cord and unplugged my camera.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, that's fun. Games journals are just not the greatest. I remember how reviewers back in the day completely considered Mario Kart Double Dash as a bitch. Yeah, it's so stupid. These are mental. They are. So, Cosmic, have you seen the fanboys for both consoles recently?
No.
Oh my gosh, they have gone insane. Like, what was it?
I am not surprised.
Oh no, I'm gonna tell you something, you're not gonna believe it. Oh, I can't allow that one just because I don't want Twitch to, kick me off dip. I'm sorry, I had to deny that one.
You can DM it to me or something.
Okay, so no, it wasn't dip said a word. I was like, I can't allow that specific word because someone got taken down saying that word, and I cannot say that word appropriately. But to put it simply, one of the PlayStation fanboys thought Starfield was gonna be a bad game just because you couldn't land on a gas giant.
What? Oh,
That's not how
I saw
logic
that
works.
as well.
Yes, the person who said that
I saw noise around
The
that.
laws of physics do not allow for that in the first place.
Fancy don't fight over. That's not fair. Xbox are not any better. But I'm just saying PlayStation are, I think right now, more vocal than Xbox are. But no, the point is this. The PlayStation ones literally said, like, you couldn't land on, you can't land on a gas giant with a 0 out of 10 game. Like, you do realize what a gas giant is, right? It's fucking gas giant. There's no land in the planet. PS fans.
That's funny.
Basically. But no, that's the thing. Like they have gone so mental. Like the PlayStation fanboys are basically saying this is like the worst game to ever come out. Like it's like awful. You were overhyped, it was scammed, all that shit. And while the Xbox are raving this is like the best game ever made, even though they haven't played it.
Yeah, I personally don't really care about the PlayStation and Xbox fanboyism and the battles and all of that stuff because one, the consoles are different.
Oh yeah.
They're both rated to play different things. And then two, the communities have this weird sense of almost like some nationalistic kind of representation of what they believe in, and for me it's I'm
gonna say something and you guys are not gonna believe me, but I promise you it's 100% true. Cosmic, are you ready?
Sure.
I'm telling you, you're not gonna believe me on this. PlayStation fanboys literally have a pledge of allegiance to the PlayStation.
No, get out.
Why am I not surprised?
I am not joking. Which, by the way, there's no fucking war. Yeah, I know there's. Are you saying there is? I feel like there is. Like the Xbox go at the PlayStation go at the Xbox. Honestly, it's a lot. It's a lot. I just feel like it's overhyped in a sense. I haven't seen tribalism with consoles like this since the Xbox 360 era, basically.
Yeah, it's insane. I don't know. I that's why I say I don't personally care. If I get a console, I'm getting a console because of a game, not getting it because of the people who play it. You know what I mean?
Root. Okay, Raylu. So basically, Xbox and PlayStation are going at it again. And to make it worse, it's basically console tribalism since it's basically returned to the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 levels of tribalism with consoles.
Yeah.
Because honestly, there has been a bigger... Yes, there is a bigger presence on PC actually, which actually makes me happy. I really love that. So I like PCs just because of customizability, but also they're a lot cheaper after you get into it. Like you don't need to buy a $2,000 computer. Get yourself like maybe a 30 series graphics card, find some decent parts, and you could probably pay for one around like $700 at best.
Yeah, and you can still play one of the games.
You can still play a lot of the good games, you know. Cosmic, what do you think about the PCs and all that stuff? I'm curious.
Like having a PC over a console?
Yeah, having PC over a console.
Well, it's just objectively better in my opinion because there's so many different ways you can do anything. Like with Xbox, for example, you don't even need an Xbox to play Xbox games. You just need to have their Xbox Game Pass, and half of the shit is cross-platform. So you can download a lot of stuff and still play off of quote-unquote Windows and still play with your friends.
Exactly. Like the
PlayStation's the only one that's kind of being stingy in terms of not letting any of their PC, like any of their games be workable on
There's
PC.
a reason. This is a market reason though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like
absolutely.
the reason why like Microsoft in general is winning with Xbox is because it's
Windows
Microsoft.
is Microsoft, right?
Exactly. Like Sony does not have an operating system that they can plunge into and still retain, you know, the benefits of having a separate console. That's why Xbox is winning. It's like it's easily like a hand, like it's like a pass, right? Mm-hmm. They're just going for the touchdown right now.
Well, the thing
Sony
is,
now has to scramble.
I would say that, but at the same time, they're also made like exclusive deals with both Nintendo and Steam to like bring Activision games to their consoles. That's my thing. Is like when it comes to Microsoft right now, they're kind of the most pro-consumer currently. Currently, I'm not saying past. They've done a lot of shady stuff. I'm saying currently. They bring most of their exclusives, like Halo Infinite was day one on PC. Other games, like Hi-Fi Rush was day one on PC too. Like a lot of their games are just going day and day on PC, and I really like that. And I
feel like that's just a development cycle change, right? Because they have an engine that they can work off that is probably on both Xbox and on PC. It makes it easier for them to accommodate. The only thing that they have to worry about now with PC is like all the individual, you know, driver combinations and all that fun stuff and testing that. But like, so there's still more work to do on their side.
I feel like PlayStation, since being market leader for so long, is just unwilling to change right now. Until they start seeing some losses, won't actually change. But I feel
they
like
need an ecosystem.
I don't think they need an ecosystem. They just need to start releasing stuff on PC.
Well, yeah, but they need an ecosystem to do that. Like,
they use
I don't
Windows
think
already.
releasing. No. What I'm saying is like, for instance, Microsoft has you know the Xbox game ecosystem, right? What I don't remember what it's called on PC specifically.
They have Game Pass.
Game Pass, yeah, the Xbox app, right?
Yeah,
literally exists on Microsoft systems.
Yeah.
Right? PlayStation needs to do the same. They need to have a PlayStation app that has their little set of exclusives, so you know they can be, you know, all PlayStation about it.
I'm gonna be honest. Most people don't usually use the Xbox app. It's probably one of the worst used apps. One of the worst apps I've ever used.
Wait, how do you play your games?
You buy them off Steam. Xbox has been porting all their games to Steam. Like Halo Infinite is on Steam.
It still opens up on the Xbox
Game
app,
Pass,
right?
you can still use free games.
Yeah,
though.
like Xbox Game Pass, yeah, you can use it from there. But like, I don't know, compared to like the easiness of Steam and everything like that, most people just prefer to go through Steam. Or maybe
that's
Epic
just a
Store.
Steam launch. That's just like, so Steam is kind of like a gateway drug.
Exactly.
Like to all the other ecosystems that exist out there, right? Because like even Origin fucked up, and now Apex can be launched from Steam, right? Mm-hmm. Like you have a bunch of different ecosystems that exist out there.
Yeah.
And they just pull from Steam. But the thing is that a PlayStation doesn't have that, right? They can only release on Steam because they don't have their own personal ecosystem.
I think
if they want to keep ahead of the times, that's what they need to do.
That, and also I feel like the only worry people have is if they do release like an app like that, it's gonna become kind of like just don't make it a battle net basically, where you can only get those games from that specific app. Because, like, what is it with EA? Like, EA brings their games over to Steam, but you have to you buy it off Steam, but go through the Steam like, you go through the EA launcher to get to it. I mean, I'd be fine with that. Like, even Ubisoft does that too. Like, I'd be fine with that, but at the same time, I'm like, how put it? If you just do a good battle in that situation, I think it's gonna hurt your sales a lot.
I don't think it will as much. And the only reason I'm saying this is because there are a ton of games out there
That's fair.
where you buy it on Steam, it opens into the launcher, and then you start it up. Like, people go to Steam to access, you know, their library of all the stuff that they have. So I think if anything, it's better for them to be on Steam, whether it's launcher based or not.
Yeah.
It would be nice to be better integrated. But yeah, they're not doing that. Like, as far as I'm aware, like, I haven't heard of anything involving like PlayStation trying to create an app or trying to create an environment other than directly releasing on Steam.
I think they only usually just release on Steam. I don't know. One reason I do go over like gaming stuff and like VTubing and stuff, because let's be honest, a lot of VTubers just game. A lot of them just game. And then again, let's be honest. Let's put the perspective here. The gaming industry is bigger than Hollywood. Objectively, it makes way more money than Hollywood does.
Yeah, I believe that.
Good morning. How's it going, Princess Mononoke? Namanoke?
Namiko.
Namiko. Hello, Princess Namiko. I'm so sorry.
Hi, Princess.
Sorry for misspelling your name.
Gamers rise up. Yeah,
Gamers
rise up, gamers. Drinking.
But I'm kind of happy that, you know, with the Unreal Engine 5 and everything like that, I'm kind of glad that indie games are actually becoming a lot easier to develop, I guess. But they're becoming more prevalent, and I like that. Like, one indie game I've been playing recently that isn't really released yet is called Ready or Not. I love that game.
I don't know about that one.
You don't know about that one?
No, what is it?
Okay, Ready or Not is basically a SWAT simulator. You play the SWAT team going into like a wherever you're going, either it's a hospital, anything like that. But I want Ready or Not to a console release. I feel like that'd be cool, but to be fair, it's still in early access. Technically, it isn't even released on PC yet. It's a spiritual successor to SWAT. Honestly, to me, it's a really good Rainbow Six game. That's what I think. It's just a really good Rainbow Six game. But then again, I played Rainbow Six before I ever played SWAT. But no, like, I feel like indie games are getting really better, and I think that's a good thing for the whole market. I feel like the indie games will one day probably at least not outpace big companies, but they'll be so good that I don't feel like many people will care, especially with how AAA is right now. Like, AAA usually releases so buggy and bad and everything else like that. Like, they release so glitchy now. But usually when it comes to indie games, they pretty much release pretty decent recently. Like, one sec. I don't know, I feel like AAA has gotten really lazy.
Yeah, I do think it just depends, but I do agree with you. AAA games feel like they have gotten very lazy with like a lot of stuff.
Oh, go to bed, Marsh. If it's 2:02, go to bed. Go to bed. Go sleep.
Oh my goodness. Cause, have you played any like indie games that you would say is like, I don't know, like
Decent?
toppling, you know, a AAA game at this point?
Tunic.
Tunic?
Fucking love Tunic.
Is it good? I haven't played it.
Absolutely. It's very difficult. And it's, I wouldn't say very difficult. It is difficult, but it's fun. It's essentially like kind of like Legend of Zelda in a sense, but there's a lot of secrets, and it gives you an instruction manual that's actually in a different language, like the game's language. So you have to decipher it, and you get pages throughout the entire game. It really brings you back to like early ages of game, yeah, of like GameCube and NES and shit like that, where you like actually buy the instruction manuals. Huh?
Isn't it like a Zelda type game?
Yeah.
Nice.
And it was really fun to kind of like grab the pages and be like, where the fuck am I, as I'm like trying to figure out where I am on the map and figure out like, what does this do? What does this do? And it was really fun going like, oh, so that's what that means.
Like, what is it? One of the games I've been enjoying recently is a World War I strategy game that's developed by I guess they're kind of an indie company now, but they used to be pretty big. It's the guys who made Empire at War. They made a new strategy World War I game, and it's really fun to play. This is really good. And it's like the indie games are doing so well recently. I kind of hope they start outpacing AAA.
I mean, I'd be curious to see like how they could, but I'm all for
I mean, Baldur's
individual
Gate is an
developers
example.
to.
Like what? Baldur's Gate releases, the next thing you know, they go from like small indie company to oh my shit, they've just become top tier.
Was Baldur's Gate like indie?
Yeah, they were it was a small company that decided to make it. They weren't as big as like something like Blizzard. There's like 400 people in total. It's a smaller company, probably AA at best, maybe.
That's
But-
yeah. I would still. I don't know if I would consider it indie like
Well,
to
it's
the
definitely not
caliber of their
AAA.
release. You know. Yeah. I'll agree with that 100%.
Stardew is an indie.
Yeah.
Stardew, ow.
Oh
Stardew's
yeah,
pretty good.
100%. Stardew is a perfect example of
Exactly.
an indie game, very little developer work,
Yeah.
right? And was incredibly successful, right? I've actually like read through the history of Stardew, just because it was strangely
You know what?
interesting.
Can we point out how bad that is that indie games are better than AAA games right now? And the fact
Because
that the
indie
thing-
games are people that actually put love into what they're creating. AAA creates the thing because they have an agenda that they must meet every year,
I know, but it
such as
never-
Call of Duty.
Yeah, but it never used to be like that. Is the point? The point of it is that it got so far down to this path. It's a little
I mean,
sad. Can you at least I
Yeah,
could
take a
think
look at
that.
Bungie with Halo. The amount of
Take a look
shit
at
they were
Activision.
able to exactly.
Yeah.
The amount of love they put into every Halo game they made for the what was it, up to Halo 3 was theirs?
Yep.
There was so much love put into it, and now it's just it doesn't feel the same. It's not the same.
It's not. No.
Yep.
Undertale
Because
is
people
Okay.
people who are up there making money, the only thing they care about is making money. They don't understand
Uh-huh.
like what actually needs to be done to deliver what it is that they're selling. Like some people just become CEOs and they're just fucking CEOs.
Yeah.
Like but they don't, they're so disconnected from their product, you know. Namely the one on a certain purple platform
Purple.
is also incredibly disconnected from their product.
Just say the name because I have no
and-
idea what you're talking about.
Twitch.
Oh, Twitch. Yes, Twitch.
Twitch's CEO is so completely like disconnected from
This is hot
the
take. We don't hide
platform.
shit here, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, we're on Twitch and I'm saying Twitch is, you know,
Twitch, you suck, but you're
Anyways.
also great.
We are within a contract with Twitch, so
Oh.
we do
yeah,
kind of have to be careful of what we
That's
say.
fair.
yeah,
Things we
yeah.
made
But
nowadays.
basically, like that is one of the biggest things is that a lot of times CEOs are disconnected, right?
fair.
And their job as CEOs are to get reconnected. However, in order to be reconnected, that means that they have to give up some of their dollar bills that they're making, you know. And guess what? They generally don't care that much. So
Yeah, that's fair.
they're willing to milk out that money and then let it fall and move forward.
Nowadays, mainstream companies don't have the same quality. That's the problem. They don't have the same quality. And I feel like it's a little bit of the consumer's fault for letting it get this far as they did. Because everyone saw, oh my gosh, the new Battlefield game, I gotta pre-order it. They get so many pre-orders in that by the time it's already done, then, you know, they already made
But
all
the
their money.
problem with that is because the consumer range is so much larger than the developer range,
Exactly.
the amount of like you would have to get everyone on
Yeah.
board, which is near impossible
Yep.
to get that to work.
It's very difficult, I will say that. But that's my point, is like, I kind of feel bad that it's gone this far, but I can't say we're not completely to blame for it. But I will still say the fact that, you know, the companies still do it is really shitty. But I kind of have admin goals to take on it is, you know, the whales are gonna whale. You know? The only thing you can do is pay for something you actually believe in.
Yeah.
That's literally it. Nintendo has a good example of the CEO that surprisingly isn't money hungry. I would say that, but if you look up to the Nintendo Online, it is kind of money hungry. Let's be honest.
Not as bad as other
I
people.
will say that
I would
it is
say.
not as bad. I will say that it's not as bad. Sony, however, I just said they just increased their thing for no other reason. Just increase their thing. They are stupid money hungry right now. If you want a good company that isn't super money hungry, look at Valve. They only released Half-Life Alyx because they thought it would actually be a game changer, and in some ways it was. Nintendo is
Valve
not.
is extremely passive.
Valve, like, put it this way, Valve doesn't do anything unless they literally think it's worth doing. But that means they don't release anything for years. Like the Steam Deck, that is an amazing console. It is so good. Like, it's an emulation monster. I can play a lot of my AAA games in bed. Like, I was playing Shadow of War in bed yesterday. Like, it's such a good console. But my point about it is this. It's a good system, but I don't think we'll see anything else from Valve for a decent while. His fans has the fucking brain and gonna boycott it and gonna remove their subs. Yeah, I ain't planning on renewing because of that. That's the problem. Sony is, in my opinion, the most anti-consumer right now. What do you guys think on that?
I mean, I think it's realistic to consider it that way. That they're pretty anti-consumer. Like,
I'd like to keep it in mind for everybody. It changes. Like, Microsoft at the beginning of Xbox One was the most anti-consumer. Now they're the most friendly consumer because they're losing. Sony is now the most winning, so now they are the most anti-consumer. At least that's the way I see it. I think I'm putting it too simply, though.
I feel like Nintendo's like not even included sometimes in like the wars.
Let's put it this way: Nintendo goes off and does their own thing, and I don't think really many people mess with them. Although I will say this: the Nintendo fanboys are even worse than Sony fanboys. My gosh. Like, what is it?
I don't know. I haven't like run into, I think, like a Nintendo.
They're rare. They're like unicorns.
Person
They're super
that-
rare. They're
They're
really
like
rare.
unicorns.
They are like unicorns. They're rare. But when you see one, you're like, what? How could you actually believe this? And they fully believe it. They're so delusional that they actually believe it. Like, what is it? One guy on the internet literally believes that Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is such a revolutionary game that every game that's come out before it is just trying to copy it.
What?
And that if any other game wins Game of the Year award, it's because the Game of the Year award is rigged.
That's yeah, that's extremist.
Oh, no. What else? Because I know they said something else that was incredibly, really stupid. I'm trying to remember it. It's like so out of the world. Like, oh yeah, like the PC platform is dying because, you know, everyone's just playing their Nintendo consoles. Sony, only reason anyone even plays that is because it has the big, flashy movie-style games, and Xbox is already dead. Also,
I mean, that's like not really true, though, right?
The
Like,
problem is
that's
it's
just
not,
that's just their belief.
It's factually not true, but they believe it so hardcore that it's honestly it's unreal how much they believe it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I think everything's got their place in the world. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
that, for the most part,
Everyone's
it
got
was
some
always
trouble.
PlayStation had the most expensive one.
Uh-huh.
Xbox came afterwards,
Yep.
and then came Nintendo consoles. And the reason, for the most part, was because the graphics involved
The thing is,
were basically, you know, they
Yeah.
were different for each of them.
like, for what is it? Nintendo never usually had the most powerful console, but they had some of the best games. Honestly, that's what I think.
Yeah, but like, games aside, that I guess that's why for me, like, whenever I think about the whole, you know, the console wars and all that stuff from the days
the
of
console wars.
Xbox 360 and beyond, you know,
Wait,
like, for me, yeah.
Forgotten the console wars have.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I just made a Star Wars reference.
God damn it.
Cosmic, have you seen Star Wars?
Yes. I know I live under a rock, but I don't live under a rock that much.
I should go find him another rock. We should get him a bigger rock so he has more space.
Oh my goodness.
Bigger rock.
Yeah, I just like, for me, I've never really cared about any of that stuff. Basically, like the whole
Fair.
like battle of trying to defend
I
something
don't
over
get it
another
either.
because like they're different. So
I'm gonna be different.
like, sure, you could have a nicer, better graphic console if you have
If
you have
is now following.
Thank you.
paid the extra money to do so. You know what I mean?
Yeah, thank you, Scary,
and by
for the
that, you're
follow.
also not getting some other stuff.
I remember the console wars. The console wars, in my opinion, have been brought back. Like, they died during the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One generation, and near the end of it got brought back so hard, it's honestly unreal. Like, it's honestly, I'd say it's worse than the Xbox 360 era. Because I think, if I remember correctly, actually some of the PlayStation fanboys, when they started, so... I know I'm going fast on this, and I probably need to slow down so I can actually, like, tell this correctly. So, remember how PlayStation started releasing their games onto PC? Hello? Am I new to dying?
Which games?
Like, just most of the games, like
which
God of
games?
War, Spider-Man, they started releasing those games onto
Oh, okay.
PC, right?
Yeah.
Well, one of the PlayStation fanboys decided to make a bomb threat. The PlayStation.
What? Why?
Because they were releasing their exclusive games onto PC. How could you? And that was the only reason. That's why I feel like, hey, what exactly?
That's yeah.
I'm not
You bark
joking
at
about
him.
My
You
dog,
tell him.
my dog is now losing his mind.
Well, yeah, that's just so ridiculous. I
Give me a moment.
I'm sorry, the sheer level of ignorance and immaturity that it would require to take that kind of action against something that you believe is so important that literally means nothing to anyone else to that degree. Like, that's insane. I couldn't. I just, like, listen, whenever people do things, or before you do something, think about what the impact of what you're doing is, right? Whether that's you're saying something or whatever, like you're I don't know, sending a card, a strongly worded letter. Think about how relevant or how impactful that thing is going to be. You know what I mean? A bomb threat for something that is not really that important in the grand scheme of life is like, what? Man, that is just save people. There are people out there who are, illusioned into and delusional with this kind of shit. So yeah, the simps they can be a little dangerous. Yeah, no, I don't think you're a pony, Dip. I mean, unless you are, like a pony, a brony. What do they call?
Brony.
What do they call male?
No.
Brony, male.
See, no.
What are the female ones?
No idea.
Are they just ponies?
Maybe.
I mean, Sai said
Oh,
PS fans are ponies to take it up with. No. Dip, I'm not calling you specifically a pony. I'm saying the PlayStation fanboys are called PlayStation ponies because they literally call themselves that. Like I think some of them even call it Pegasus Nation. It's weird.
What?
No. I think Rue is responding to my brony versus pony thing.
Oh, wait,
Pegasus,
what?
Brony versus Pegasus.
Okay,
So if you're,
what did I
Is
miss?
that
Why are we talking
actually
about
called
bronies?
Brew, or is that like I need to know?
I don't know, but
I-
basically, like, anytime there's like some major issue between two different, diverting opinions, they always make up some nickname to people who are defending it in
That's
some
fair.
way, right? To kind of like capitalize on that extremism, that extreme difference, allegedly, right? I would never consider people who are Sony fanboys as what is this?
Sony,
Ponies,
Sony ponies.
right? But also because I don't care.
Like Xbox.
You can be a fan, but if you're just a crazy fan, to me, you're literally just a crazy fan.
Yeah.
You know, like
crazy,
you're just
you're
crazy, and it has nothing to do with. It has less to do with, you know, you're crazy about PlayStation, and more to do that you're just crazy.
I know.
That you're just actually insane.
Yeah,
there's a difference between a fan and a fanatic.
First, my nip nips said it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah. Exactly what you're about to read.
Okay, because
Huh?
someone clip that. I just want that as a sound bit now.
Huh?
I want you to do it. Clip it. I want the sound bit.
You should.
I want a sound bit of this. Give me a sound bit.
Oh no! Here we go.
This is why I love YouTubers. I
God
get clips of people
damn
saying the
it.
weirdest stuff, and I can just put it up everywhere now.
Here we
I love
go.
my job. This is great.
Here we
I haven't
go.
got
If you
one
end
with
up using
Cosmic
this as a
yet.
sound bit, you better share it with me.
Oh no, I'll give you the sound bit. But you know, Cosmic, I still haven't got the sound bit from you. I will get a sound bit from you. I swear.
I tread carefully.
Would that
I'll
work?
my
slip
God.
one day.
What?
Need to get Cause to
You'll
slip up.
one day.
Yeah, cause
I'll
does slip.
one day.
Maybe I should be recording my VCs more often.
So, hey, listen. That's the only time I can unmask. Leave me alone.
Wait, could I use unmask and leave me alone? Is that a thing? Like the only time I can unmask, just sit there.
Oh my goodness.
I think
You
I
know?
got one from you.
Clip it anyway. Clip it
Clip
anyways.
it. Clip it. I wish Gaming Spinosaurus was here. He usually clips it. Oh well. But no, I'm just curious about though, because it's like the fanatics on both sides, just honestly astounding. But with that, I think we should go to one of my final topics actually. Let's see, where is it? Actually, before we do that, it's now community time because now,
Uh-oh.
Jack, do you have any questions you want us to ask these two lovely bitches? How about you can ask them anything.
I
You can ask
literally answer anything.
Anything?
Anything.
I have no shame.
You have. I want to ask a question now, but I don't.
You should clip that one.
Do it.
Yes.
Go for
yes.
it.
Do it. Clip it. Clip it. Clip it. I want to
You
clip.
should clip. You should
Clip
clip.
it.
Cause saying I'll say anything.
Say anything. That is his clip. That is his clip right there. Oh gosh, I feel that's so bad right now. Also, yeah, I just like if you guys want to ask him anything, you can ask him literally anything you wish.
Sounds like you had a question. Did you have a
Have
question?
a question. I was gonna ask a question, but then I was like, I'll let chat ask the questions. You know, I can ask my question later. I have all the time in the
Okay.
world. It's literally my show. They don't have all the time in the world. Let them ask.
True.
I have a nice imp.
Aw, what a nice imp.
It gets the shit kicked out of me by my own chat.
Hey,
What
wrong
a
one.
really
You're not
great
supposed to be that one. You're supposed to be the
imp.
fucking, what is it, Tsundere?
Oh yeah, you're
Baka.
supposed to Cinderella.
Oh yeah, Baka.
Yeah, there you go.
Baka.
Stop being nice to me, Baka.
What did you say I was?
Yeah.
I forgot to look it up.
Dandere.
Ah,
You're a Dandere.
Okay. I have a
Yep,
question,
pretty
but this
much.
goes back to what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, sure, fine.
Can you tell now that there's a difference in, you know, the monotoneness of the emotions that that I have when I speak? You can tell the difference, or are you still like, this seems
Okay. Yes, there is a bit more of a difference. It's just there's not.
Okay,
how about-
okay.
It's like there's a difference, but it's not super drastic. If that makes sense.
okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah,
I mean,
yeah, that
it
makes
could be.
sense.
Okay, so we do have. A
it
few
really
questions
boils down
here.
to like, do you know him? If you
Yes.
know him, then you'll understand his little
Exactly.
certain ways he says things to express emotion.
Oh my goodness, cause I don't know how to convince people anymore, cause like
I know,
I-
that's why I'm saying
don't
like
have-
it really comes down to knowing you.
Exactly.
Because like the way you say
Yeah.
things, there is emotion in them. You just need to know how you specifically express it.
yeah, exactly. Like I feel like there are people out there who, let's say you're at a birthday party, right?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
and someone gives you a gift,
And then you just explode.
and then there are people whose emotions for receiving a gift, like they bump up and they visually express it, and they're like, oh my god, I'm
Wait,
right.
Stop. Wait,
So,
wait. Actually,
if
apparently
a-
Twist had a question for us. Do you
Oh,
want to know what it is?
I see it.
Do you see it?
yeah, I see it.
Should we talk about it? I'll leave it up to you guys because I don't know if we should or should not.
Yeah,
You absolutely
absolutely.
can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say the best way would probably be VR.
Oh, I mean, yeah, VR would be, but it'd have to be like a special kind of VR.
It
You know
would
what I
have to
mean?
be
Like a
special.
VR with a special attachment.
With a haptic
Yes.
suit. Gotcha.
Yeah, haptic suit.
Yeah,
VR.
because
It is physical
otherwise,
hell, but very much useful.
because like I'm sorry, but even if it's VR, like
Yeah.
you have to really work that imagination if you wanna have a really fun time.
Yep.
Uh,
Amazing. Buy the games, yes. May, my question is, do you think modern first-person shooters, or first-shooters games, have strayed far from what they used to be like in 2010s, and they first started to gain traction?
Yes,
Yes, very much so, 100%.
absolutely.
yeah.
Call of Duty is not what it was,
Not what
and it will
was.
never be what it was unless they make a change.
Neither is Battlefield.
Yeah, the amount
Right.
of identity that the game has lost over time,
It's
was-
astounding.
yeah, it's just way too much, and now it's turning into a point where any new Call of Duty, any fan that isn't a diehard fan for Call of Duty is just like, it's just another copy paste.
Yep. It's
Yeah,
a
That's
DLC.
forcing you to restart again to
Mhm.
unlock all of your weapons again.
Yep.
And what really makes me laugh is Activision is a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yep.
However, they can't spare a few, like whatever it is, couple $100,000, if that's how much it really costs, to own weapon name rights. The names that they have for their guns are so fucking stupid.
It's so bad.
And it pisses me off for a game that you want to be so modern and so into the sense of like, this is a military shooter, this is modern, we have these guns, we
Oh.
have the AUG, and then you just call it something that is not the AUG at all.
Wait,
It's 'cause it's Activision.
Cosmic. Did you know the added
What's up?
furries to Call of Duty? There's
they?
operator. There's operator. I think it's
Oh, the
Fuzzy
bunny
Mitten.
rabbit.
No, operator for Fuzzy Mittens, if I remember his name.
Oh yeah,
They
the
literally
fucking
added-
cat.
They added cat. They added furries to.
And they have
Oh,
a bunny
yeah.
rabbit.
Yeah, they have Bunny Rabbit. They added Homelander. They added Black Noir and all that stuff. They added so
Yeah,
many
I
these
saw the
other
Black
characters,
Noir.
and I'm like, I'm seeing all these people run around with these characters, and I'm like,
It's
This
they're
isn't
just
Modern
grasping
Warfare.
at straws to kind of gain people to get into their thing.
you know what? I
They're
wouldn't-
trying to do
yeah.
whatever they can to get people into into their system again,
Mhm.
because they've lost so many people that actually cared about its identity. Like
I'm gonna be honest.
if you talk to anyone today about this is the current Modern Warfare, and then you've got Modern Warfare from fucking what 2008.
Yep.
How long ago was it? Somewhere around there.
29? No, I think it was like 2012, 2013.
Was it 2012?
It's 2012 and 2013.
Regardless, it was a long time ago.
Yes.
Anyone would take Modern Warfare 2 from back then
Mhm.
compared to this. Because this is just a total failure of the Modern Warfare 2 name compared to the original.
Because my thing about this, I just don't like it because I wish there was a toggle to where I can turn off everyone else's skins to where they just look like regular soldiers. Because I can't tell whose team they're on anymore. I literally
That's-
can't.
That's actually something Valorant does a lot, is a lot of guns have different noises
Uh-huh.
whenever you're holding them.
Yeah.
But anyone else that shoots them, it sounds like a normal weapon.
Yeah.
The sound is only yours if you're shooting that weapon. So like you can tell an op is an op
Yeah.
regardless of who's using it.
But
You can tell a vandal's a vandal regardless of what skin they have.
But my thing is this, is like, I just wish you could toggle off their skins so they look normal, so I can go like, oh my gosh, that guy's clearly on the enemy team, shoot him. Because what happens with like Battlefield is like the only way you can tell they're an enemy is if they have red lights on them. That's it.
That's kind of like the other thing of like enemy outlines in a sense.
So
Which I like what Bungie did with that. In Destiny, anytime you aim at an enemy, they outline in red.
yeah.
So even if you had your HUD off and you couldn't tell who it was, they would still outline in red once you first acquired the target. So you'd be able to tell that's an enemy.
They receive pushback from somewhere because their games are popular as fuck in education and potential. Oh my gosh. Apparently
That's just crazy.
That's stupid. It's like, how do we go back? I feel like we're going back to like the early days of gaming where people were like blaming gaming for like being violence or like creating violence again. I'm like, how the hell did that get there? Like, did we debunk this so long ago?
A good reason a lot of those shootings happen is because people aren't educated about firearms properly.
That and also mental health. Let's be honest.
Mental health plays a bigger...
Background checks are not done as extensively as they should be. And the other thing is like nobody really knows how to use a firearm because it's not really taught unless you actively go out of your way to learn what a firearm is.
I'll get back there. But my point about it is this.
Yeah.
I just, you know, keep it going, Cosmic. I'll say my thing afterwards.
No, you're fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
Because what I was gonna say is, I just feel like it's mostly a mental health problem. But before we get to that topic, my only thing about it is this: I'm just astonished we got. It feels like we're going back in time. This was like early 2000s. It was like gaming is harming our children because it's too violent. Modern day. This game is too violent and will cause people to be mass murderers. I'm like, how the hell did we go back to this? Seriously. Ow.
Yeah.
And the worst part is, it's like, it was like mostly conservatives saying it back in the day. Now it's some of the most liberal people saying it. I'm like, how the hell did that happen? You guys are literally just as bad as each other.
It's because like people get impacted by traumatic events and they need, you know, something to put the blame on. So they target something that they believe has a large enough impact. And like owning guns and using guns and all of that stuff like has always been a very contentious subject.
Yeah.
Including the regulation of it. So
for it. Like
that's what I'm saying. They find some media because like what other media shows guns and people killing each other?
Movies, books, TV shows, newspapers, comic books.
And I guarantee you that like movies probably get some, you know, pushback every once in a while. But what are kids consuming? Kids are consuming
TV games, anime.
Yeah, they're consuming games way more though, right? Oh
yeah, games is like let's put it this way, it's not even just kids doing it. Like, what's the gaming crowd right now is actually 30 to 40.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it. I don't know what the demographic looks like. I would say
20s to 40, like 20s to 40s.
That's what I mean. That's like, the point is, gaming has literally become more popular than any sort of other medium, no matter what it is. And because of that, there's like the, you know, easy scapegoat. But it's just kind of funny to me that we've kind of gone back to where it's like back to the console wars, back to, you know, everything else. It's like, how the hell did that happen?
Okay, so I pulled up a study really quickly, and we have this is this is from 2022 release date, July.
Nice.
Okay, so just as a heads up, so this is the percentage of video gamers by age group. We have under 18, 24%.
Okay.
18 to 34. 36%, 35 to 44, 13%, 45 to 54, 12%, 55 to 64, 9%, and 65 plus 6%.
Damn.
So, I mean, if you think about it, like 24% of all gamers that are out there are children.
Oh, wait.
Right? Minors. Yeah, sorry.
Wait.
Minors.
Actually,
Twist. Children.
Wait, Twist comes up
minors
with
is a better word.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, can I say one thing? Twist came up with the perfect thing. Video games are violent and encourage people to kill now. Let's talk about the popular crime podcast or the upcoming movie about a literal serial killer.
Oh.
But like, that's an excellent point I don't think anyone's mentioned. there are movies about serial killers, and yet they still play gaming. What the hell?
And true crime podcasts exist out there too that go over exactly how a crime happened and like all the details.
Why did this
And
happen?
people like
what
that
they
stuff.
look at, right?
It's like, what the shit?
And it's like, so this is how it went wrong because the cops looked at this, this, and this. And it's just like, oh, so if I could avoid it if I don't do those things.
Exactly. But that's my point. It's like,
Yeah,
they play
it's so
gaming for that stuff,
crazy.
but you point that stuff out, and then Deborah was like, well, they're just movies. They're not interactive like gaming is. Interactive. Do you think I'm actually stabbing someone?
Yeah, like
No,
they
digitally,
think that
yes.
like, oh, you watch something and suddenly you become that thing. Like these are the same kinds of people that believe that like I don't
I
know,
mean,
some color's the
I
best
game.
color in the world because of whatever reason,
Oh
you
my
know. Wait,
gosh.
what'd you say? BL content?
Wait, what?
Oh, never mind. I thought I heard you say something. Never mind.
BL?
are you
Wait,
fucking-
what are you hearing,
And
Akane?
what?
I don't know. I thought I heard Sai say
Me and-
something.
Okay, me and Cosmic are just going like, what are you talking? Okay, you gotta explain. What are you talking about?
No, I
gotta
just thought I
explain.
heard you say something. That's
no,
all.
you're not
You
getting
know what
out
I'm
of
saying?
explain.
I thought you said something about
What-
watching a certain kind of content. That's it. For just like a moment,
What is a certain time content?
the type of content that you watch
on.
and then suddenly you become that part of that content. So I was just asking, just double checking.
I feel like you're saying something specific here.
No, I don't.
You're trying to wiggly wait at something. Come on, spill it out. Come on, share it
No.
with the class.
Sorry, Baka. I wouldn't say it even if you asked me.
He really is leading to this duration. Cosmic.
God damn it! How do I? Does that even sound good? Like I'm gonna have to like rewatch this or something and actually listen to my responses because man, for some reason I don't think it's coming across the way they want it to.
Ow, 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 ow.
Oh
You're
my
fine.
god, what am I watching right now?
Me getting the shit kicked out of me. You're fine. Keep going. I'm good.
No, I'm watching something else.
Uh-oh.
What are you watching?
I don't know.
So, apparently they figured out a way to cheese some of the knights in the raid, Taka. They're shooting them with blinding grenade launchers, freezing them, and then pushing them off. So they don't have to actually kill them.
Glitches in games.
Wow.
Gotta love it.
Because they're considered majors, they're not considered mini bosses, so you're able to just freeze it and then blind it and then just push it. Because when they're frozen and blinded, they don't stick to the ground and you can literally just push them away.
Nice.
Also,
That's fucking funny.
have you guys? Did you guys watch the streamies, by the way?
I
No.
didn't.
I didn't either.
I was only aware of some of the results. That's all.
Yeah, it's like that one is
Here.
weird. They didn't.
Sense to you.
Streaming's
I
kinda
heard
more-
that the organization of it was not very good
It
either.
was not. The way, like, when people won, the clips they showed weren't the best. It just wasn't great all around. Wasn't that in December? No, they held it this, like, I think this week, actually. They held it, like, I think Thursday, remember? But no, it's the Giant Streamer Awards that came up. I think they also hold it sometimes in December. I think it's, I don't know. All I'm saying is that they held it early, or they just held it recently, but yeah, they held it and it kinda went okay-ish? It's not, like, it wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst from what I saw. My question is do you think streaming is good enough to kind of afford an award show?
I think there's a chance. Like, I think it makes sense because so you have a platform out there.
Yeah,
It's a media platform.
yeah.
And it's not a platform that this level of entertainment content has really some open venue to really demonstrate, right? Unlike movies or unlike books and other things, right?
Yeah.
There's other types of venues for awarding some reality. My issue with any award giving show, personally speaking, is that most of the time there's some level of bias in how they, assess who is worth of an award. So like I go back to the same thing with the whole like review thing. Like if you're gonna give some person a set of awards, like you should have a scoring rubric, and that rubric should be obvious and or made transparent, and it should also not have you shouldn't be attaching your bias to your review.
Really? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I was trying to shout out Cosmic and it's not letting me shout him out for another 33 minutes and 2 seconds.
Don't worry about it.
Wow.
Everyone go click on the thing. I want everyone to
Cause.
followers. Start clicking on the shit, please.
Yeah, let me hit follow.
Also, Princess actually gave a really interesting thing, because like half the people who won the awards didn't show up.
That sounds like they probably didn't even communicate it, or it was like that bad or something.
I feel like if they want to make this a really good show, bring in people and like how Meyerweather announced his new VTuber thing? They should have announced stuff like that at Streamies. Like, make it an award show, but also make it something people want to actually tune into. As it is right now, it's just an award show. There's not really a reason to watch it other than just seeing your favorite people get awards, but that's about it. Like,
yeah, it becomes a popularity contest.
Exactly.
Like that's the thing. Like these things become popularity contests, and then people are just like, "Oh wow, what a surprise!"
I think it would be more successful if the popular streamers were less not cool. I guess it's fair.
Yeah, I don't know. That's personally what I think about any type of like award series or show, etc. Because like, what are they judging on?
Dude, what are they?
Have they seen all the media in this thing?
Exactly.
Probably. I don't think so. Right? Like
it's so impossible to do that. Like with the gaming stuff, like, are you really gonna be able to sink enough hours into Baldur's Gate, then switch to Starfield, then switch to Spider-Man, and then rate them all fairly?
I don't know. What are these reviewers doing? They're clearly not that, right?
They aren't doing that, honestly. It's just pissing me off. Like, the reviewers for like games are so bad. Like, what is it? Starfield getting a 7? I feel like I at least should have gotten an 8 from IGN. But the problem is the person who reviewed it, I think, really does have a bias against Microsoft just a little bit. Because they reviewed Fallout 4 and gave it a 9 out of 10. And if friggin' Starfield is literally just a better version of Fallout 4, I don't see why it shouldn't have gotten at least something better than that. Bugs, because of course because it's a Bethesda game. It has bugs. But then again, I don't think it has as many bugs, because I've never heard of the bugs are so bad or anything like that lately. Was the least buggiest? That's still a good thing. That's a good thing if it's the least buggiest. We could trust on the crowd vote to determine who would. Yeah, crowd vote would just whoever's the most popular gets the award, basically, at that point.
Yeah, I think that's what I mean. Like when it comes to what Nip is saying, right? Like there has to be a criteria for what this award show is for.
Exactly.
Right. And like most of the time, these award shows are only focused on just whatever's popular, right? Like there would need to be submissions of some kind, or like some level of like, X streamer has this many followers or whatever, right? Like the demographic is, oh well, we're only going to focus on whoever's the most popular because that's what's easy.
Yeah.
Right. Not necessarily what's right, just what's easy.
That's fair. The point about it is just, I feel like, when you do an award show, you need to have certain criteria is laid out so everyone understands what the criteria is. But at the same time, even if you had a decent award show and there's nothing but awards, I still feel like that wouldn't draw people in. You need announcements, you need something to draw their attention. It can't just be about the awards, unfortunately. Like, when you go to watch the Game Awards, are you watching for the Game Awards, or are you watching for the trailers to the new games?
I don't even watch award shows. I'm not gonna lie. I tune into them sometimes, but I don't watch them end to end anymore. I don't even watch like new game type of like announcements for like the major platforms end to end either. Like normally I'm very like focused on what I heard is being released, what I want to check out, and then I dip.
What about you, Cosmic? Do you watch any award shows?
Nope.
Oh,
I don't watch things really ever
I guess that's fair.
unless it's with someone else.
I watch the award shows, but I only watch them because I want to see if any new games are coming out. Like, I mean, it's cool that some games get awards, but at the same time, I only really watch it just because I really want to see what the new games are coming out with. Like, I saw the Armored Core announcement thing on the Game Awards thing, and I was really wishing I was streaming that because that was such a good reaction. I literally jumped up and just ran. Because I love Armored Core.
Yeah, I mean, I got excited when, you know, Destiny was doing a bunch of reveals. Warframe did like a reveal recently for a bunch of stuff. Like, those types of things do still interest me.
Exactly.
I think like just overall, I'm less enthusiastic about platform releases than I am against like a specific
Game.
you know, publisher or game. Yeah.
Both the award shows support mainly announcements to remind myself which games I need to put on my radar. Yeah. Like, that's the only reason I go to these awards, because I want to see what the type of, you know, games they're coming out with. I want to see what's coming out, what's interesting, or anything else like that. That's the only reason I usually go and watch the Game Awards. But it's cool when you see a game that actually deserves to get an award, you know? Because that's what I think. But no, like...
Yeah.
So, I have a question. Do you guys have anything that's been bugging you on your minds? Do you have anything that you wanted to talk about this week?
Is there anything? I don't actually think I have anything like distinctly in mind this week. We have talked about some of the things already.
Okay, Cosmic.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything on my mind, honestly.
Really? Like, nothing has that been bothering you at all? Nothing that you just want to get off your chest, or ow! Pain.
Yeah, I keep to myself a lot.
I guess that's fair. So, let's see, with all that said, let's see, I think we can go to my final topic if I can find it. Oh shit, where'd it go? Oh no. Oh yes, the final topic. So, you know Gargura won the Streamy Award, right?
Yeah, aware.
So she won it, but she hasn't been streaming in a while, and people are saying it's kind of rigged and everything like that. But they're also calling her an AI at the same time. So my question to you is this: do you think Gargura is an AI and she's not actually real? She was never real to begin with, she's just an AI.
Yeah, if AI was like that authentic, man.
It's an authentic AI. I'm surprised myself, but she clearly is an AI, and I think I'm driving Dip insane right now.
yeah, then I think you're right. We're all AIs.
We're all AIs.
Yeah,
YouTubers are nothing but AIs. We're not real. That was Twitch stupid ass decision to classify VTubers as AIs. I know it was. I'm just saying. No. You see, we're not real. We're just AIs. We're not real at all. You see, when I jump in Discord, it's just an AI jumping in Discord randomly.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not real.
We're all AI.
Wake up, Dip. Wake up.
Baka.
Wake up, Dip. Oh gosh, but yeah, streamers classified VTubers as AIs. So I'm curious what you guys think about how people like see us outside of the community.
I couldn't be real even if you wanted me to, Baka.
He really is rolling with that. Cosmic, he's rolling with that. What the hell?
Is it working?
I mean, a little bit.
A little bit.
A little
All
bit.
right. Oh boy.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Rielu's putting up the robot signs. We really are AI. We are not real. Gargura, the shark girl. What? The Autobite said she's an AI. Is Twitch stupid? Twitch is. It is. Let's be honest. Beep beep boop. Exactly. Like, I'm just over here playing... Wait, The Godfather? Is that a video game? Isn't that a movie? I feel like that was a movie, right?
I think there is a Godfather video game.
Is there?
I think so.
I thought it was just a video game. I know
think
that
it's
was
like
just
a
a movie.
story.
Made by
Isn't
EA?
it like a story kind of game?
It's made by EA now. Can't believe this. Again, DM it. Yeah, fine, DM it to me. I just like, how the hell is it? I thought it was a freaking.
Starts as the Godfather, and then you just start slamming basketball hoops
It's a video
and
game made by
playing soccer.
Visceral Games. Oh, okay. Nice. But no, I'm gonna be honest. I'm out of topics. I am legitly out of topics. So, do you guys have any last ones you want to talk about? If not, we can go and raid out.
I think I'm pretty good. I think we've had a pretty good time.
I think I had a good
with
time.
today's. There's been a lot of good
Discussions, topics,
discussions.
analysis.
Yeah.
What about you, Cosmic?
Sai admitting to some interesting things as well.
We will not speak of this. Cosmic, do you have anything you wish to say?
Not that's immediately coming to mind, so
No. Well, with
I
that,
shall hold my peace.
let's go raid Diana. I think she's doing like her super duper raid, which is like 2 days long. So let's go give her a bit of a boost.
Yes. Crota.
All
I hate
right.
Crota.
I'll take a shot to that. Here we go.
Yep.
Start the raid.
Wish her luck.
Remember, it's Imp raid, everybody, and let's go wish her all the best of luck. I think she's doing a raid with a few other people, so let's have some fun and go say hello to her and everything like that. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for giving me all the follows, all the likes, all the love, and I thank you too for joining me. You're the best, honestly, for coming in so clutch for, everything that happened.
No problem.
You
No
guys didn't
problem.
save my ass on air.
Yeah,
Please
of
go
course.
follow these two. They are awesome VTubers and deserve all the love. And I will see you guys next week for another episode of Hot Takes, episode 41, actually. Thank you guys so much for keeping up for 40 episodes. And I will see you guys next time. But right now, the freaking shop's closed. Get the fuck out! I'm sorry, what? What'd you say before we ended? What was that?
My live TD debuts on 9/9 for my
Why'd you
model.
do that? I go follow him. Go, woo, get the fuck out!